Professor, do you figure Lady Rhea will be okay?
I'm gonna be the
She
leader.
will, won't she?
I'm gonna be the leader, and I'm kicking you out of the kingdom.
I don't care one bit he'll succeed, Lady Rhea, because nobody's gonna need to.
I think I've made up my mind. I think I'll be succeeding Lady Rhea.
She's gonna be happy and healthy again. You'll see.
Cyril will not in charge. There will be no Cyril at the monastery. There will be no Cyril in Foldland. There won't be no Cyril at all. So you keep holding on to the hope that Lady Rhea won't have a successor because she'll be alive and well. Keep holding on to that belief. I guess next to last time. It's done for me. Good day. Dave. And I'm still at the bottom because I recorded. There we go. The World Ends With You, which if you haven't checked out, I wholly and sincerely check that out because it's a fun game, to say the least. But that's a Saturday upload. This is Monday. It's Fire Emblem. And this is, I think, the penultimate episode of the series. Yeah. Yeah. Today we're gonna focus a lot on support scenes. Getting all of those, and then making sure that we have everyone set to marry. Which is gonna take me some time, which is why this is that's just gonna be a one-parter. But for right now, let's just go through the comments, because I still can't believe it's almost over. It's nuts. Cyril's greatest weakness. That was... Sometimes I look back, and I look back at these titles, and I'm like, wow, that's hilarious. Anthony Sub, who you two had not eaten your comment this time, so you'll love to see it. I was confused on the title, somewhat, but then I remembered the episode started. But when the episode started, I realized that it was I Can't Read Support, yeah. I didn't know it existed. He could have told me he was literate, and I would have believed it the entire time, but he is not. I'm gonna take advantage of it. I've already sealed my fate, not really, well, yeah, not really. I could have changed it, but like, I'm not gonna do that. Every time you say Lynn, I keep thinking you mean Lynn from Fire Emblem 7, which I know who that is. I don't know anything about the character, but it's a cool character, I won't lie. Is she a ninja or something? I don't know. L critting Boltus after he crit her was good. So that you didn't fail the boss. Yeah, fair. My struggle with Edelgard was so bad, but not as bad as Thales. Because Edelgard was manageable because she wasn't going to do anything crazy. Thales was just like, oh, Quake! Was it called Quake? I know it's in Jessica's comment. If it's called Quake, Quake is in my mind because I play a lot of Genshin, and I have Zhongli, and Zhongli just yells Quake. I'm going to end up doing something with Genshin on this channel. Probably not a whole series, just a fun one-off or something. This would indeed be the last chapter. I do know that. I can't believe it. And I was going to say that myself too. Almost a year and a half of this, and it's almost done. And the final boss, which is not Dark Santa. I have no idea what the final boss is. Zero idea, which is interesting. Because at this point I was just like, oh, we're just gonna fight Dark Santa again like we did in Verdant Wind, but we're not, which is interesting. So I actually have no idea. Let's see, and you suggest Cyril with a sword. And that's why you asked me what my least favorite weapon type was towards the beginning of the route. How dare you, sir? Least favorite character, least favorite weapon, you monster. Jessica. Since Cyril is illiterate, he draws pictures for the note box in the monastery. That's kind of adorable. He's a dork though, so. Speaking of Rhea, why didn't you teach the boy to read? True. I think you just wanted to use Anna, that's why she's here. I did! And I have been using her, and while I kind of agree with you, she isn't like useful in terms of like damage or anything, she's useful for getting an extra hit in. Because units don't target her unless she's like the only targetable unit, so you can kind of move her in there and get some free damage. Unfortunately, she doesn't do a lot of damage, but you can get her some free damage. So I think that's kind of the most useful thing about her. Green units can't take down the commanders. I keep forgetting that. The dude could have only gotten her down to 1 HP. Balthus crits Edelgard. Edelgard Uno reverse. My struggles with freaking Edelgard, gosh. Once again, not as bad as Thales. Thales, I just quit. Thales, I was like, no. Take this man down. We're not playing these games. Ray will tell you about Citri before the final battle, thank goodness. There aren't dubstep missiles on Azure Moon. I believe, so if he wrote a letter, he wouldn't have known the location of Shambhala. True! Interesting. I don't think that there's a point in reaching the lines besides the game telling you, hey, if you go past this, someone's passing out. Having both characters reach the line doesn't increase anything, at least to my knowledge. Interesting. Okay. Alright. I just kind of like having them get to the line for the Sonic. Saint Indec, the turtle dragon man. He's Saint Spike, the magic spiky turtle. So I was trying to figure out how to tell Manuela that he loves Cethlean like a daughter without telling her that Cethlean is his daughter. Which is, that might have been my favorite scene, and I'm really looking forward to getting their A+ scene. Spoilers ahead, they're probably going to get paired up together. That's just how I sees it. Because I've actually enjoyed their scenes, their like string of scenes together a whole lot. A lot more than I thought I would. Let's see. You do indeed need to view Lynn and Flame's AC. Correct. You just had Skylord stand on the floor. In the other two rooms, there's a twisted member whose death weakens the big things, and one whose death oh no. So one of them does deactivate the Viscum. The large, not even the large things, the two things that just kept shooting down. I never would have known. Based on Screwthales, I knew experience Quake, and it is called Quake! He does that on every difficulty if you let a turn pass after opening his door to his room. And for some reason, Nemesis doesn't awaken this time, which is so strange. I don't know why it happened. Like, what's the difference between what happened in Verdant Wind and what happened in Silver Snow? I don't think anything, really. They're almost pretty much parallel. Except Claude's not here. Maybe Claude was the answer. This is the final chapter of Silver Snow. For the final battle, use Cyril with an axe. I'm pretty sure you guys all suggested Cyril with some sort of weapon. Check out at least a few of them, Beast included, for Crust. It'll make sense when you see what happens. I still don't know who the main boss is. Like, I don't even have a guess. I don't have a guess. Watch this funny video called Marianne Snaps, it's Fire Emblem related. And it's funny, Cyril stopped being a simp. From Fourth Hole Reviews. I think Fourth Hole Reviews also left a second and third one, so we'll get to that in a second. Thunder. Cyril goes pew-pew against the final boss. Don't do this. No, don't. No, so we have to use Cyril with a bow on. So you're saying Cyril with a bow, great. Also, if you let Cyril die in the final battle, I will make it a duty of mine to be the first to find every single secret episode and submit Cyril. I will campaign for Cyril to win every fan vote he's a part of, and I will force Cyril into any and all conversations, mark my words. So, I should probably not let Cyril die, because that's a pretty good threat. So yeah, I am, unless we just don't put Cyril in the next season. Wondering which Fire Emblem we'll do next. I don't know if you already knew, someone said it, but Gauntlets is a new addition to Three Houses. Nobody said that. I've been looking forward to using Gauntlets again, and now they're not there? Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no. So you can't use those in any other game at the moment, though you still have access to the Brave weapons, which also hit twice. Gauntlets are new? They're the best weapon in the game! That sucks. Okay. That's fine, we'll live. Sonic Gaming. It appears AV is taking notes on Cyril about his weaknesses so he can exploit them. Of course I am. Even though it seems like we'll have to use him, because who did you suggest? Edit 1. When I read Killing Edelgard, part 3, I imagine that Edelgard is the third. Edelgard the third, trying to take revenge for Edelgard the second, who wanted to continue the dream of Edelgard the first. True. Baltus, I'm the king of critting. Edelgard, hold my. Y'all all just brought that up. Did you all enjoy that? The crit and then the return crit? I didn't. It was not fun. For the last battle, you were going to use the legendary, the Almighty. What, did you think I was going to say Cyril? Think again, I want you to use Catherine with Thunderbrand and slay the boss with her. Just imagine that AV chooses that suggestion just because it does not have Cyril in it. Well, well. If you want a fake task, you can go through Cough Cough, use Cyril with the gauntlets to weaken the boss, and die to give Catherine her opening. That's an interesting... I think it's very interesting to have, you know, Cyril go, use the gauntlets, die, and then have... I think that would be a fantastic... That might be a Spiciest of all comments. One review says, here's a challenge for next time. Play the story. Or play the game. Use it without Divine Pulse. If you lose somebody, it stays that way. See if it changes the story at all. I don't know when I would play this game again, like, on my leisure time, on Burden Wind again, since now I actually know what I'm doing. And it would be maddening. I feel like that's the only thing that I would ever... like, go back and do. And then Fourth Hall Reviews also says the 5 perfects in a row is going to backfire on you. It doesn't have many more times to backfire on me. 4 more attempts for someone to get 5 perfects. I've almost pretty much made up my mind on who we're gonna marry. It's still like a toss-up between 3. And I might talk about that later. But for right now, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. And you also said Cyril, final boss with an axe. I'm gonna give it to Jessica for the Uno reverse card, which is Cyril with an axe. Thanks for commenting, you guys. No thanks for mentioning Cyril in pretty much every single comment, but thanks for the comments anyway. Let's go. I guess first we should probably look at Cyril then. He's got an advanced class, we gotta give him the advanced class with the axe then. Oops. Right here. And we should have enough for it, yeah, 100%. Okay. Great.
I passed.
He's an actual... I passed! Great. Let's see. What do you need for the next axe thing? I feel like we weren't even really going for it. So you could get Lance Flying... No, we're not doing that. He will not be the same. Look, you gotta draw the line in the sand somewhere. This is not gonna happen. Or it could be a Great Knight. Ugh. Or it could be this one, War Master. Ugh, I don't want him to be a War Master. That's my favorite class. We might shoot for War Master. I think we might shoot for War Master. That sucks. Alright. Well, thus begins the episode of getting everyone's supports right. Hey Ingrid, what's up?
Can it really be? Are we truly at peace?
Yeah, I guess so. Technically we're quote-unquote at peace, right? Because we defeated both of all the enemies.
To think that my days will not be spent debating war tactics and preparing for battles, it doesn't quite feel real. Now that we are finally at peace, I'm not quite sure what to do with myself.
Maybe you should think about the future now.
Thinking of the future has never been my forte. As long as I have a routine in place for myself, I can find contentment.
So, we're in a tricky position now. First of all, hey.
I heard you might become the next leader of Fodlan.
Might be.
Personally, I'm into the idea. If you have the chance, you'll take it, right?
Sure. You think I should?
I'd say go for it. I want to see how you clean up this messy old continent of ours. That might be something I can get excited about.
Oh. You know, if I had, like, the opportunity to marry Happy again or marry D again, I feel like I like Happy more than I like D. Right? I'm not, like, the only one, right?
No.
Right? Alright, let's go over here. Let's do some gardening. We'll harvest, even though we probably shouldn't have a bunch of seeds left. We'll just plant some more flower seeds. Yeah, plant flowers all over the place. You'll love to see it. Cultivate it. I actually don't think I want to. No, don't. Because we need the money. We need the coins. We really do.
Hello.
Take that. Because, I mean, we'll need it. Because I need to purchase all the support scenes. And we are now only at like 219,000. But we will be battling
Hey, you.
at least twice, and that's gonna give us a good chunk of coin, a good chunk of change too, as
really?
they say. Dude, what are you going to say actually? Because this, I need to talk to everyone this time. I do, because this is different.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Say, how is the Archbishop faring? The soldiers and citizens are all concerned, just when we thought peace had finally arrived. What's to become of Fodlan?
Good question. I wish there were an opportunity where we could respond to him and give a little bit of like a support. You know, just oh hello. Finally, vengeance is ours.
This
Hello.
last series of battles was swift but vicious. Murden, Gronder, Mercius. Many of our allies lost their lives in those battles. But
Yeah.
now we've finally avenged our fallen friends.
What are you laughing about?
I've got to write a letter to my family.
Oh.
They're waiting in my old hometown. I've got to tell them I'll be coming home soon. I mean, what else could possibly happen?
Don't say that! That sounds foreboding. That sounds like the most intense foreshadowing. What else could possibly... That's like saying what could possibly go wrong. Someone needs to talk to that NPC.
Professor.
Hello.
You there?
Sylvain, what's good?
Oh, yow. She didn't have to slap me that hard.
Who?
Oh, Professor, it's you. What's up? Need something?
Who slapped you? Don't need anything, but...
You worried I might cause trouble again? Nah, I just invited a girl out to dinner. All fighting and no loving makes Sylvain a rusty boy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I can get back in practice now. Peacetime is the best for love. Nobody dying, nobody getting hurt. Except me, apparently. If you're gonna be the ruler, you need to keep the peace going so I can catch up on my love life.
Ridiculous. Truly and sincerely ridiculous. What
The
about
most important thing we can do now is to pour all of our efforts into rebuilding the church and the monastery.
you?
We've relied on Lady Rhea and Sedith up till now, but after all this, we'll need to do our part too.
That's
The
correct.
church may even need to go through some changes to catch up with the times.
I truly and sincerely believe that.
Thank you so much.
I guess we probably should talk to Anna, shouldn't we?
I can tell that things will settle down soon enough. Gotta get back to slinging wares and making moolah.
You'll have to see it.
And hopefully no more messes to spoil it after this.
Seems like everyone's hinting at more messes to spoil it after this. So,
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Professor.
let's see.
Okay.
Set him in charge.
I
What?
don't think anybody would bat an eye if it was Sedith who ascended the throne.
But me.
But really, I think we can all agree that the role of tough but fair second in command suits him best.
Okay. Why not me? There's Raph, how you doing?
Hey, Professor. I was just thinking I might go train.
Huh.
I know the war's over, but that doesn't mean I can stop working my muscles.
Fair. That makes sense.
I'm glad you see it my way. I always knew you were a smart one.
Oh, the smartest.
There's no harm in keeping up on my training.
Okay. We gotta talk to everyone, because this is all new dialogue.
Well done, Professor. We have brought the war to a magnificent conclusion.
Of course, of course.
The Empire, Alliance, and Kingdom are no more.
Dang.
Nor are there any factions that could blindside us and cause conflict.
Okay,
Now
that's
it falls
good.
to us to rule Fodlan and bring about an era of peace and prosperity.
Sure.
You would be a fine choice for the first ruler of this new era. I sincerely believe that.
Thank you.
So your heart is already set on it. Excellent. In that case, congratulations are in order. I will follow you, Professor. I aim to be a great and respectable noble.
Y'all know that to really be in charge after this? Of everyone? Is that the case? Truly and sincerely? Alright, who's over here? Churchgoer. Bow our heads in respect. That's right. Okay. Let's talk to the churchgoer. We gotta. I didn't like expect to talk to
Lady Rhea was
everyone,
injured. How could such a thing happen?
Well, she turned into a dragon, and she tried to breathe fire to a dubstep missile.
Wasn't she supposed to be resting? I can't believe she'd put herself in danger by going into battle in that state.
Well, we'd all be dead if it
Goddess,
wasn't for her.
please save Lady Rhea.
Well, that's me. I guess I'll go save Lady Rhea. Maybe I should not wear it. No, it just... I'll be honest, we've worn this attire so much, it feels wrong not wearing it. I won't lie. Oh, hello. You might actually say something cheery this time.
Finally, an end to the fighting. Have you ever felt happier? I've worried that I might not live to see this day, but here we are, and everything is going to be okay.
She were gonna live to see the day. You weren't fighting.
My heart feels like it's ready to burst. I'm so full of happiness, yet I feel a sense of loss, too.
Oh, true. We protected more than we lost. Yeah, I like this.
I agree. I suppose if I think of those who are gone as the people who ensured our freedom, it hurts less. Please do what you can to keep the peace, so we never have to face such awful times again.
Okay. I mean, there was nothing we could have done to stop this scenario, other than let Edelgard die at the beginning. Which probably would have looked bad.
Professor.
So.
It's over.
Yep.
What will you do? I heard you intend to lead.
I'm more interested in what you'll do.
Well, if you do choose to lead, I might like to work for you.
Oh.
But first, I'll go back to the old Fargus territory, where my father and my old friends once lived. I need to pay respects, put flowers on their graves.
Oh. Well, that's sad. It really is. Didn't... I've said this a lot, I think. Felix is one of my favorite characters in this game. I won't lie. Just as a unit and as a character. So there's people over there. Is Burn in her room? Burn's in her room. Look at the... Oh, you can't see the map, but I see it. Burn's in her room.
It's all over, Professor. Though I am worried about Lady Rhea.
Oh.
But still, Fodlan is united, and those terrible people lurking in the dark have finally been destroyed.
Those terrible people lurking in the dark. Not those who slither in the dark. Those terrible people
Looks
who
like
lurk in
it's
the
the
dark.
dawn of a wonderful new era. Of blissful seclusion for Bernie.
It's interesting that she doesn't really come out of her room on this side of the room. Suit yourself.
Woohoo! You finally did it, Bernie! Now take your reward of eternal peace and quiet!
Eternal? Goodness gracious. We gotta get Bernie with somebody who's gonna take her out of the freaking room. Let's go to here. And we have Annette, Ignatz, and it looked like Hilda? Nobody's in this one. Someone is up here and in here.
Right.
I know.
Is Lady Rhea okay?
I don't know.
She was quite weakened to start, and then she took all those heavy injuries.
Just a couple.
I don't want to imagine it, but what will happen if Lady Rhea passes away like this?
Then I'm in charge. We'll cross that bridge if we come to
I
it.
suppose you're right. Anyhow, you're gonna be the ruler, Professor?
I don't think so.
It's so strange to think of for some reason.
I don't want to. I kind of don't. Hello.
After all that happened to Lady Rhea, all of the stuff with Solon and the others, and everything that's happened with you, Professor, there's still a lot I don't understand. Please teach me, Professor. Everything you know, everything you've learned.
Alright, well, since you are a fellow green-haired homie, allow me to tell you. So, first, when I was born, I was probably tampered with, and there's a stone in my chest. Oh, you didn't want to go back that far, okay. Okay.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. If it's at all possible, I hope you'll speak about it not just to me, but to everyone else as well.
Nope, just you.
I think everyone should know what happened here. If we're going to build a new, united Fodlan, that's absolutely crucial.
You know what? He's very right. And I think that's one of the issues with the church in this game. They kept too many secrets. And I understand
Professor.
that those secrets might have been crucial for, you know, keeping the peace, however.
Everyone in the Knights of Cerros is eagerly awaiting your ascension to the throne, Professor. With the ability and virtue you've shown, you've demonstrated all the qualities the leader of a united Fodlan needs. If you're still wavering, we hope you will make your mind up soon.
Well, yes, I'm wavering. I really am.
Well, it took a long while for us to get here, but we did it. The war is finally over.
Where are you looking at?
We've been through a lot together, haven't we?
Something on that chandelier?
Let me just say, it's truly been an honor.
Is that Cyril hanging from that chandelier? The same to you.
I'm flattered to hear you say so. For whatever it's worth, I think you'd make a great monarch. And I'd support you every step of the way.
I'm really curious that "oh, cut that out" was the actual good answer for that one. The support up answer. Hey, Lysithea.
Those who slither in the dark will never harm anyone again.
All right.
They're finally done for.
You were one of their victims.
Thank you, Professor. Finally, I feel some vindication for what I've gone through.
Aye, aye, homie. No, thank you, Lysithea.
Ah, Professor. Ever the modest one. I do like that aspect of you. As long as I'm of use here, I'm happy to stick around, Professor.
Aye, aye, Kevin. You will always be of use here. Alright. So. Where else are we going?
Professor.
Oh, yeah, there. But, hello. Who did we miss, like, right around here? Oh, Hilda's just over here staring at this tree. I feel indestructible. Go
Hey,
on.
Professor. The war is finally really definitely over now, right?
Probably not.
We're not gonna find out that there was some evil, shadowy figure hiding behind the subterranean guys, are we?
Well, maybe in Verdant Wind, but I don't think so in this one. I don't think so.
Ah, that's good. Though, to be honest, there's not much that would surprise me at this point. I feel invincible. A nice perk of being your student, don't you think?
No, you're invincible. We killed you on the other round. I really wish that we didn't, but you were in the way. Okay, I think that's everyone on the first floor. Where are you guys? Oh, you're up there. Yeah, that's everyone on the first floor. So let's go out to the... yeah, to the up here. No. Yeah. To the cathedral, where we have Marianne, Mercy, and some people outside. I'm gonna guess Lynn is also outside, because he likes to like hang around outside and over to the left here. In fact, I'm gonna just check to see if that's him down there. There's Marianne over there. That's not, yeah, she's over here actually. That's interesting. What are you looking at? Ah, the flying horses. I too love to come out here and look at the flying horses.
And with that, we can finally enjoy a time of peace. I'm honored to have fought by your side.
Oh, you
Even
didn't
if
fight.
you haven't made plans yet, I know you'll do your best, whatever your future may hold.
You've become quite the optimist. You've grown much stronger.
If true, that's all thanks to you and our allies. Please let me know if there's anything more I can do.
Aye, aye, Captain. I feel like I'm sure I've said this too. Marianne has some of the most character growth too. If I had to like pick one person from every route that I feel like had the best character growth, it's probably Marianne, Felix, and I don't know on the. It's weird thinking about the Eagles route. We'll talk to this man.
Once Lady Rhea is fully recovered, she will resume her role as the Archbishop of the Church. In which case, I do believe you would be the obvious choice for the ruler of the new royal bloodline.
Oh, well, thank you. Is someone gonna object to that, and that's what's gonna help decide the future? Nothing there. That's a door. Something in the bucket. Someone put an arcane crystal in the... That's suspicious. That's the most suspicious thing I've seen this entire game.
Right.
Where's Mercy? She's over here somewhere. Oh, she's over there. I thought that she would be like, oh, I need to pray to this rubble again. Alright, Mercy?
I heard a rumor that you're going to take over for Lady Rhea.
It's just a rumor. It hasn't been decided.
Oh, so the rumor was really true? I hope you accept. I don't think there's anyone else who could do it. You have nothing to worry about. We're here to help you if you need anything at all. We'll support you no matter what path you choose to follow.
I think Claude should do it. Maybe Claude's the final boss. If Claude's the final boss, I'm just gonna lose to him. Just on purpose. Okay, and I guess that's everyone up here. So we gotta go here. And there's a ton of people up here. Goodness gracious. Like, everyone's chilling up here. Mainly in their rooms, but... yeah, nobody's in there. Let's just make the run then. Check out every room. There's 2 people in the other room. Hey, what are you doing? And set us off.
I have faith in Lady Rhea's convalescence. But even so, what she needs now is rest.
True.
And while she is recovering, somebody must watch over Fodlan.
That should be you, Flame.
There is no one more fit to wear such a mantle than you, Professor. That is what I believe. I do not doubt the others feel the same.
It's just a lot of people saying, hey, be the leader. Yeah. Hey, it's my homies, the crew! The Gerald crew. Let me get by. Let me get by. Let me get it. No, gotta... I can squeeze through one way and can't squeeze through... That's so strange. When I stand there, it, like, juts me forward. That's nuts. Okay, now that I'm here. What's good, my crew? How do you do?
At last, the day is upon us. The captain would be pleased. Don't you think, Leonie?
Definitely. And he'd be proud of the professor, too.
Yeah, he better be.
It seems like our efforts have been rewarded. It was certainly a long, difficult struggle to get here.
I agree.
It was. Oh, Gerald. We worked so hard for this.
Hello. Did you guys really not notice?
How long have you been standing there?
I walked between you two.
Whether or not you choose to succeed Lady Rhea, we will forever be by your side.
Yeah, we'll be here no matter what you decide. But make sure you think it through. You don't want to have any regrets.
I wish there was just a trio ending with these two. The Gerald squad. I would totally choose that ending. So we got Hanneman and Manuela in there, respectively.
Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier.
I think that that's just a wholesome quote.
Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right?
You sound a lot like Shiki from The World Ends With You.
And I've got friends, Professor. Plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
Oh, we've heard this plenty of times. They're still...
But where is my true... At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me.
That's not who pays attention to you. So I think Hanneman's probably the same.
Shambhala. An underground city with an entirely different lineage than the goddess? Strange phenomena, driven by a source totally alien to the crest that we understand. Most unsettling. Could it be magic? Some manner of technology? I would like to know the truth of it all. Very much so. I want to know their history, their knowledge, Why do you suppose they chose this place to occupy?
Because it's dark. I don't know.
No, I suppose you wouldn't. It seems we will have to excavate Shambhala to know more.
That seems dangerous.
Although I heard you will be the ruler here. Should I ask your permission to proceed with the dig?
No, you can't. You cannot. If you mess with that rubble, I'm terrified that you're gonna find the homie Raggedy Santa. I think we actually need to go the other. Fine.
Professor, do you figure Lady Rhea will be okay?
I'm gonna be the
She
leader.
will, won't she?
I'm gonna be the leader, and I'm kicking you out of the kingdom.
I don't care one bit who'll succeed Lady Rhea, because nobody's gonna need to.
I think I've made up my mind. I think I'll be succeeding Lady Rhea.
She's gonna be happy and healthy again. You'll see.
Cyril, when I'm in charge, there will be no Cyril at the monastery. There will be no Cyril in Fodland. There won't be no Cyril at all. So you keep holding on to the hope that Lady Rhea won't have a successor because she'll be alive and well. Keep holding on to that belief. Alright, let's keep going. We still got Seth, and I assume he's in like the meeting preparing room. I don't think I saw anybody in the library, right? Yeah, nobody's in the library. Lynn isn't here, okay. And Lawrence, where's Seth? He was here, right? Or am I blind? Maybe I'm blind. Of course you're in the library, gosh darn it. I do a set us up. Okay, he's upstairs. Fine, that's fine. Alright, so we gotta go up here, and then we gotta go close to the library because Catherine's over there. Hello.
All the lords of the Old Kingdom seem to be pouring their efforts into rebuilding their own domains.
Fair.
But without a royal family in place, they can't seem to reach any sort of agreement, so the work can't progress. A lot of territory in the Old Empire doesn't even have any lords right now, so there are concerns about peace and prosperity breaking down in large areas. It is the duty of the victor to restore order. We must rebuild and reunite as soon as we can.
Okay, I understand. And you?
Congratulations on a job well done, Professor. I do hope Lady Rhea is well.
She'll be
Is
fine,
it true what I
probably.
heard? You'll be taking over her post?
Where did all
Would
these
that make
rumors
you
come from?
Archbishop, or higher still? Am I in the company of the future ruler of Fodland?
I don't know. The latter. Either would be a hassle.
I agree. Imagine all that responsibility. Until now, you've always fought with all of us by your side.
Correct.
Being ruler would be a much lonelier job, though
Oh.
I am certain you would excel. Me? I have no interest in a leadership role. I'm happy to spend the rest of my days studying and napping.
Classic Lynn. Alright, Lawrence.
The day is ours, Professor. And this victory will ensure our names are immortalized in history. Or perhaps this is but the opening chapter in the tale they will write of our glory. After all, if you are to rule this reunited land, surely there is bound to be a place for me at your side.
Well, yeah.
I read your mind, didn't I? Fear not, I will not fail to rise to the occasion.
I will say, I was gonna say Lawrence, we didn't use you at all, but he was a power player during part 1. It's just I wanted to use someone different for part 2, and we didn't, and we had Hubert for the other part, so he was
Regardless,
useless.
your
Not
decision
useless,
will
but
have
yeah,
an
useless.
impact on my future, so be sure to make it a good one.
Alright, we're getting out of here. We still gotta talk to Catherine, and I believe just the other two on the top floor. Hey there, Kathy.
Well,
That's the wrong button.
Lady Rhea stopped the forces that threatened to destroy Fodland. She's trying to realize her dream of peace. Isn't that enough? Can't you let her rest?
I
If
hope.
you're the only person who's fit to replace her, you should just do it.
Goodness gracious.
I'm sure Lady Rhea wishes for that too, right? I can't think of anyone who's more well-suited to the job.
Well, I don't want to. I really don't. Well, let's go to the 3rd floor and talk to our last 2 folk. I feel like we're missing people. I haven't talked to Caspar. Where's he? Yeah, we gotta find... Where's Caspar on the map? Oh, Caspar and Petra are over here. I might have just gone to the greenhouse, saw Petra, and just didn't talk to her. And Caspar looks like he's on the deck, so we'll go and take out those 2. I believe those are the only 2 we're missing. Yes.
The war is finally over. I have to admit, even I got a little emotional.
You? Emotional? I felt like we wouldn't be seeing you get emotional until... what, potential wedding scene?
Ray's condition doesn't look good. There's nothing to do now but wait. More importantly, are you serious about becoming Fodlan's new ruler?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's pretty sudden. Either way, do what you think is best.
Aye. It is very sudden. I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'll do it. Sedith, what do you have to say?
Well, is your mind made up?
Oh! No.
I understand. Just know that we are applying all our power right now toward healing Rhea. You should take this opportunity to speak with everyone. I'm certain it will do you good.
So this is one of those chapters where we can just skip everything. We will not be doing that. Surprised nobody's just chilling up here. Alright, let's talk to Petra, Caspar, then we'll feast, and then we'll get a bunch of supports. Then we'll go fight, get some more cashola, then get some more supports. So I think we need to fight 2 weeks in a row now that I'm thinking about it. Where's Petra? She should be in here, right? Or maybe she's just outside. She is outside and in the cut. Why are you in the cut, Petra?
The war has been ended. I will now be returning to Bridget.
Wait, no.
I hope in the new Fodlan, Bridget can be accepted with friendship.
Gosh darn it, I didn't think she would be leaving, now I gotta marry Petra.
When my professor becomes the leader, I think that will have a possibility. Please, choose well.
Don't leave. Same to you.
Yes. Now, I must be packing.
I don't like that. That just felt like a bad goodbye. Alright, Caspar, you're the last one. What's good? Yes?
Right!
That's right.
We did it, Professor! We really gave it to him out there!
With
all the fighting and hardships, I don't know how we did it.
I don't know how we did it with Edelgard. I know how we did it with fails.
But I'm glad we made it through together.
Me too.
Now all we gotta do is make you the new ruler. That's gonna be a fun coronation.
I think Caspar just might be one of my favorite characters. Just fun characters, because he's a nut. You gotta love Caspar. Alright. Dining staff, let's go eat. And let's just go to the sauna twice. Once with Petra, once with Lysithea. Yeah, I think that's wise. We also gotta go to Abyss and talk to the homies. And to the guy, the homie, the one and only. The Abyss Keeper. So this is his last piece of dialogue, and we definitely haven't seen that. Let's go with Lysithea or Petra, whoever I see first. Petra, and then we'll go with Lysithea. And hopefully that boosts their motivation to the max. Increase that steam! And getting them to the line means nothing, we just have to get them both in the green. Increase the steam. Increase the steam again. Stay longer. Screw it. There we go. Perfect. Now, I'm not entirely certain if that actually increases their motivation, so let's check with Petra real quick. How do I even check that? I don't know, but we're gonna go with Lysithea anyway. Where is she? Those are them, and they're just she. There we go. Okay. After this, we're going to Abyss, and then we are just going to the Wayseer and the... I guess, yeah, just the Wayseer. Increases steam. Over and over again. Oh gosh, hers on one increased steam put her all the way up there. Stay longer and we should both be okay. We'll just leave. Lysithea feels refreshed, that's fine. That's all we needed. Okay. So, let's go to Abyss. But before we go to Abyss, because that would just be a waste of a trip, I'm going to the marketplace. Because we're going to have to be in Abyss to trade all of this in for Renown anyway, so...
Hey, welcome!
That's just some
have
quick
a good
thinking.
eye.
99.
You have a good eye.
99. I'm interested to see what
you have a good eye.
You can't see, but we're at 200.
A pleasure doing. You have a good eye.
4,000. And these are all
you
like,
have a good eye.
Up here, they are all 10,000.
You have a good eye.
3 of them or 4 of them we can get there.
A pleasure. You have a good eye.
So we should still be good. Because we get like, we get a bunch of coin from battling, and we get some renown from battling too. So I think we'll be okay. Let's see. Abyss. Yep. Talk to Yuri, who's still on the list at the top. Talk to...
Thank you.
I am grateful.
Yuri.
Oh,
Constance,
wow,
you talk to Happy,
thanks.
so Baltus. Those are the 3. And of course the Abyss Keeper. The one and only.
I thank you.
I guess we'll talk to the people in Abyss too.
Professor.
Thanks for everything. Hello.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Sure.
War is over.
Yeah.
And it's all thanks to you. That's no small feat, and I bet it took a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
On behalf of the world, thank you.
On behalf of the whole world.
On a personal note, I'm, chewing on an idea. Marriage. I'm thinking of getting hitched.
Huh.
If I do, I may have to move up top.
Oh!
The idea of leaving my post is terrifying, to be honest. Not sure what a life up top would even look like. But for her, I'll figure it out. She's worth it.
Are you talking about Mr. Backup's sister? Oh. Oh. Well, that's gonna beat any marriage scene that I get. 100%. Okay. I'm proud of that man. He's about to move up top and get himself a nice little lady. I'm good on you. That's my man. All right. Let's find these homies. Well, we're right here. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Offer item. And honestly, it's the last chapter, so we can probably offer anything and everything at this point. Like even, yeah, I'm gonna just do all the seeds this time, because we'll only be able to go to the greenhouse one more time. And that one last time, we won't be able to plant anything anyway, or retrieve what we planted. So I'm gonna take all of these. This feels so strange. It's really about to be over. What else do we have? Probably won't catch any more fish, but we'll save that. Still might use the stone, so we won't do that yet. Might use the fish or those, but on the last day we'll probably get rid of all this stuff. So that's good. We got, I think, just over 5. We got close to 6,000 actually. Are you all in here? Nope, just Yuri. How are you doing?
The war's over. For now. We need to think
For
ahead
now?
to our next steps. And here you are, the new chosen leader of the land. Though, judging by your expression, you don't seem too enthused.
No. Please take my place, Yuri.
Very funny. You know, elevating the Lord of the Underground to such rulership wouldn't exactly be well received.
I'm here for it.
If you end up on the throne, do me a favor and take care of the people of Abyss. I'd like to spread my wings and fly away someday.
Oh. Yuri. I will, of course. This is one of my favorite places in the monastery. Hello, Abyss Keeper. I'll be with you soon. Where's Baltus? Baltus is usually up near the top, and Constance is usually over here looking on the bridge.
Thanks to my tireless efforts, the war is at an end.
Well, she did defeat Edelgard, so I can't really disagree with her on that one.
The work of achieving my dream has only begun. House Nouvelle's name shall ring out once more.
House Nouvelle? I can't wait to see it happen.
With my genius for spellcraft, you shan't be waiting long. I'm already deep into several promising avenues of research.
Constance, you're a nut, but you're definitely at the top of my potentials list. Balta should be over here somewhere. Where is he? Okay.
War is over, pal. It's time to relax. Grab some drinks and let loose. Nothing makes a drink taste better than sharing it with a buddy who's fought at your side. Throw in some war stories and you've got yourself a party.
Glad you're enjoying
That's
yourself.
it. Come on, lighten up and join in. Plenty of good times to go around. If you're not gonna have a drink with me, the least you can do is help me find a lucky lady to keep me company in your stead.
Well, look. Well, I am gonna do that. I don't know who it will be yet. Because you might take Hilda. You might. Even though I really like Hilda and Caspar, we'll see what their A-scene promises. We'll see what your A-scene with Hilda promises. We're gonna view all the A-scenes today. Good grief, that's gonna be a lot. Alright, well, let's just get things kicking off, because we just
Why,
everyone.
hello there.
So I'm gonna take a break here. Not really a break, but a second to figure a lot of this out. So, it's time for part one of this support spree, this support marathon, because we have a ton to view. And first I'm going to actually save. I don't think we're going to view any A's. Well, we will very shortly, but we got a bunch of, like, A minuses and B's to view. And I know Cyril has a bunch of B's, so we're going to start with Ash and Cyril.
Hey, Ash.
Hey!
Hey there, Cyril. Is something on your mind?
Well, I wanted to thank you for helping me.
Whoa, thanks?
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when you helped me with cleaning up the library?
Oh, right. That was quite a while ago. I'd completely forgotten about it.
It was last week.
No need to thank me, though. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything today? I've got some spare time. I really don't mind.
Well, I'd rather take care of the stuff I've been asked to do on my own.
I could give you a hand, though, couldn't I?
So persistent.
Yeah, you could, but I sure would rather you didn't. Me doing those jobs is why I get to stay here, even though I'm an Almyran.
Oh, so it's a status thing. I can understand that. I can get pretty awkward if I ever have to ask a favor from a noble.
Fair.
Exactly. That's why I don't want anybody's help.
You don't need to feel that way around me, though. I'm just a commoner. I'm only in here thanks to a bit of luck. So really, I'm just the same as you.
I don't know if that's exactly true, but maybe.
Either way, birth and social status don't really matter for us, do they?
Fair.
After
That's
all,
how they're similar.
We're friends, right?
What if he's just like, no? Since when?
Friends?
Yeah, and when a friend needs you, you've got to help, don't you?
I don't know. I guess I've never been anybody's friend before.
Oh, that's kind of sad. But deserved.
It's easy. If I'm in trouble, you help me out. And if you need something, I help you too.
Huh. Okay. But I've packed up for the day already, so maybe you could help me out next time?
Sure. Whenever you need a hand, just let me know.
Friends, huh?
Ash is my friend. And friends help each other out. Yeah. That sounds nice.
Oh, wait. What was that? Anyway, their scene's kind of wholesome. Well, I'll remember that. Cyril. You got the A- with you. We're gonna wait on your A's, because I need to still get A, and we've seen you in Mercy. Yes, we have seen you in Mercy all the way. So let's get Cyril, Lysithea, and Cyril.
Hey, Lysithea. I'm glad I found you.
Read this for me.
What's up, Cyril?
Could you read something for me again?
Looks like it's another shopping list. I'm happy to help you out. Did you try looking it over yourself yet?
What's the use? I told you I can't read.
Have a look here. Any of these letters look familiar?
Huh? This one? Was that apples? So it says 3 apples?
Yes, you got it! See? You can do it!
Lysithea is so
Anything
excited.
else I can recognize? Let's see.
It's clear you've got a sharp memory. If you apply yourself, you'll be reading in no time. Reading is such an important skill. Once you learn, you won't forget.
It is, yeah, no, that's fair.
And I won't be around to read things for you forever.
Oh,
Lysithea?
oh. Lysithea, oh my gosh.
Anyway, don't you enjoy learning? It seems like you haven't even thought of trying prior to this. Do you simply not have time for it?
Until now, I never thought about how to learn. And since I was hiding it, I never asked anybody. But right now, I feel like I'd be happy to live like this for a little bit longer.
It seems like a hassle at this point not to learn, so you may as well start putting in the work.
Well, I like having you read things to me.
You do?
Lysithea was like, what?
Yeah, you always seem happy when I ask you to read things. And when you're happy, you smile. I think you're pretty when you smile. I bet you everyone tells you that though, huh?
Oh my gosh.
As a matter of fact, they haven't.
Oh my gosh.
Dancing with me.
She's blushing furiously.
Hang on a second. Am I the only one who's seen you make that face? Is that why nobody's told you?
I don't think I've seen Lysithea make that furiously blushing face.
Excuse you? I mean, honestly.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go take care of this errand for the professor. I'll see you later, Lysithea.
Don't expect me to read for you again. And, just take care of yourself, will you?
Well, okay, well, first, we're gonna rotate this way. Because every so often we, like, in the scene, it just zooms through the curtain over there. So we'll station right here. Those were pretty good. Cyril has some good scenes, I won't lie. But we still got a little bit of stuff to do for him. Shamir, I think we have everyone that we need for you. Oh no, we gotta get your B scenes out of the way, that's right. Oh goodness gracious, we got work to do for you. Alright, start with Ignatz.
Excuse me, Shamir?
What is it? Do you need something?
Yes, I was curious about the world beyond Fodlan.
Oh.
You came from somewhere outside Fodlan, right?
Correct.
I'm curious about your homeland, what kind of place it was. And I thought you might...
I will not.
Oh.
Sorry?
There's no point in me telling you about it.
Because?
I see. Alright then.
Wait. You misunderstand. Hearing me tell stories about the things I've seen? What good is that? It's just my experience. If you want to know about the world, you need to experience it for yourself. Is what I meant to say.
Oh, that's what it was. That's good.
How so?
I thought maybe you didn't like me.
Oh.
Is that what you think?
No.
In your experience, do I seem to dislike you?
Yes.
If you can't determine something as simple as that, then you would gain nothing from the outside world.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, I don't actually know. I'm not very good at reading people, I guess.
Ask me. I'm right here.
I'm not that brave.
Ignatz.
I'm sorry, I'll leave you alone. I'll be going now.
Stop him.
Not brave enough to ask a simple question. Or does he just not care?
No, he's not brave enough. He cares. Probably a whole lot. In fact, he'll have you also blushing furiously, because that's the things that Ignatz does. The smoothest man in the game.
I heard what you did. I'm disappointed, Leonie.
What did you do?
Hi, Shamir. What have you heard exactly?
Right?
You aimed your bow at a group of students passing through the monastery. Was this your idiotic idea of training? I told you to be cautious.
I'm sorry. Idiotic's a bit harsh, though, isn't it?
No.
What were you planning on doing after you took aim? Shooting passersby? Of course not. If you want to train, choose a target you can actually shoot.
I know. Everyone was pretty mad. I really am sorry.
So you did... Leonie!
Nobody's happy to have a bow pointed at them.
Correct!
My mentor used to do that kind of thing a lot.
Oh, well. I'll allow it then.
Mentor? Was that Gerald?
Yes.
I don't know much about him. Would he really do that?
Would and did. Mostly when he was drunk, though.
Well,
not a good habit to emulate.
Correct.
From now on, only aim at bugs, like I showed you.
But, I don't really like bugs.
Yeah, that's why you can
don't
aim
like
at them.
bugs? That should make you want to aim at them even more.
Right?
I just can't look at them. Seeing all the extra legs and things, ugh, makes my skin crawl.
That's good for focus.
Then just draw some spiders and hang them on the walls. Aim at the drawings whenever you pass one. Overcome your fear of bugs while you train.
True.
You want me to draw spiders? Ew, no.
I didn't
Would
know.
that even help?
Yeah.
Yes, I should know.
What?
Huh? You were scared of them too?
I was, but they don't bother me anymore.
Okay, you've talked me into it. I'll give it a try.
And don't hang them where other people might pass.
True.
Got it. Learn my lesson. Promise.
I'm choosing to believe that.
Shamir's icy gaze, let me tell you. She's still on the she's definitely a part of the rotating 3. You also have Catherine A-. Fishing. Hey.
We don't need to have this conversation.
What conversation? You don't even know.
You don't know what I was going to say.
Predictor mind, go ahead.
Something about our vastly different approaches to life.
Fine then. We don't need to talk about it.
You're gonna say it anyway. She's gonna say it anyway.
Actually...
She said it anyway!
Really, guy.
Oh. Wow.
Sorry, you go first.
I was gonna say I'd hear you out.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk about it. I will be faithful to Lady Rhea until I die.
It's true, we killed her. She was still faithful.
If I had to choose between you and her, I would choose her every time.
Very true, she even decided to burn down all of Fargus.
I assume that disqualifies me from being your partner.
Between you and Rhea, I'd choose you. But between you and me, I'd choose me.
Wow.
That probably disqualifies me from being your partner, too.
Well, no. I'm quite fond of being alive. I don't intend to sacrifice my life either. If it came down to you or me, I'd choose...
Ooh.
What's wrong?
She was like, I think I'd choose you.
Nothing. You're not like the rest of the knights. Maybe someday you'll have to take a path that diverges from ours.
She has had to do that.
What if we went to war with your country?
It is a possibility.
Maybe I shouldn't be thinking like that.
The future is one of the great mysteries of life. We can worry about it when the time comes.
Yeah, this is the present.
But until our paths diverge, you're my partner. And I couldn't ask for a better one.
You got that right. I'm the best there is.
Cocky Catherine. Goodness gracious. Alright, who else do we have to get? We've passed through all of you that we need to do right now, all of you that we need to do right now until we get some more. You. We just need to do some work with you. We gotta get you and Ash. Do we just have to get you and Ash? And Lynn. You, Ash, and Lynn. Because we've gotten you and Lysithea. And we got you teacher clearly. Okay. Alois. You're ready. You are ready to go. No, you're not. Because we haven't seen you and Leonie all the way. You're ready to go except for Leonie. Manuela. We've gotten you in Ferdy. We've not gotten you in D. We've gotten you in Hanneman. You're actually ready to go. Hanneman, I think you're also actually ready to go. Correct. Okay, so these two, ready to go. Sedith. We've seen all of this. I don't know if we've seen all of you in Leonie. Because other than that, I think we are ready to go. We might just have to work on Leonie. Let's see if we've seen this.
Oh, hello, Sedith.
Hello, Leonie.
We have seen all of theirs. They were the fishing dialogue. So you're ready to go. So Sedith, you were ready to go. Great. Flame, were you ready to go? We just had to get you two. and Manuela. Because we've seen your scenes with everyone else. Correct. Correct. Okay. Okay. Okay, interesting. So, these 4 are ready to go. We just have to work on Alois and Leone, Catherine and Lynn, and Ash, and Lawrence, and Shamir. That's fine. So we don't have that many to do. We've had you two married, that's fine. We just gotta get you, and you. That's fine too. Cyril, we just have to get Ash. Okay, I'm just looking at... You're ready, we just need to get your A scenes. Cool. You're ready, we just need to get your A scenes. Cool. Alois, we gotta get you and Leone. That's the only B scene for you. You, we gotta get a couple. We gotta do some work for you. We gotta do some work with her. And then you 4 are just ready. Okay, that's fine. In fact, we might be able to knock all of those out before going to battle. Let's just say trip number 2. We got a couple more. And since these first 4 are done, you can start with Alois. You have your B scene with Leone now. And after we get your A scene with Leone, you'll be set. And I think we won't even use the Wayseer for that. I think we'll just have Leone tag along with Alois.
Hey, Alois.
Because we bring
Tell me
Alois
another story
everywhere.
about Captain Gerald, will you?
I've told you so many. I don't have an endless supply, you know.
Right?
There is one that comes to mind, however. That time the captain nearly killed me.
Dun dun dun!
What? What did you do?
Now, it wasn't that I had done anything wrong. That wouldn't be much of a story, would it?
True.
We were at an inn making merry. Suddenly, the other guests began to gather around the captain. They wanted him to put on a show to entertain them with his skills.
Ah.
Oh, I get it. They figured his aim would be great even while drunk.
Yikes.
That's right. He had a hatchet, and they asked him to hit targets with it.
Ugh.
A hatchet, huh? I guess a dagger would be too easy.
Indeed, indeed. Then the captain tells me, put this apple on your head and stand over there.
Sounds like Gerald.
So he could knock it right off, huh?
That was the idea, but the hatchet fell short of my head, nearly striking me square in the chest.
Ooh.
If I hadn't gotten out of the way, that inn would have been my grave.
Goodness gracious.
I knew it. That's our captain. So clumsy sometimes.
Clumsy? Never.
True. Injuries take their toll on a man's dexterity.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, so that's why? I just remember him saying his hands were no good for finesse.
A master swordsman, that Captain Gerald. Even with the hatchet, now that I think of it. I never saw him miss in the training yard.
Ooh.
Really? Seems unlike him to miss that apple, then.
Well, he was drunk.
Yes, that just dawned on me. Throwing that hatchet, he shouldn't have missed so badly.
Uh-oh.
Do you think maybe he was secretly angry with you?
I'm not sure. What if the captain was, in fact, trying to kill me?
Guess we'll never know.
No way. He must have known you would dodge the throw in time. Horsing around at the inn, deadly serious on the battlefield. Sounds just like him, doesn't it?
You're not wrong.
Yes, certainly an eccentric man. Sometimes, Leone, you quite remind me of him.
Gerald tried to kill Alois. You hate to see it. Alois is one of my favorites. You have some, don't you? Yes, we gotta get you and this one, both those actually. Haven't touched Shamir yet. Yeah, so let's start with Lawrence. Feel like Catherine and Lynn might be a lot of fun.
Your swordplay is captivating, exceedingly graceful, yet mindful to guard the weaknesses that often accompany such elegant flourishes.
Lawrence, are you spying on me? That's not very noble.
It was rude of me to watch so long in silence, I do confess. Yet I could not bring myself to interrupt. I believe that such a deep grasp of swordplay can only mean that you have experienced the privilege of a noble birth.
You just don't let up.
He doesn't.
I didn't inherit my sword skills, Lawrence. I trained. I earned them.
One's lineage does not affect one's talent or tenacity, to be sure. But a noble is raised in an environment more conducive to the honing of martial skill. Those brought up in the lap of luxury are blessed with a far wider variety of options for their futures.
That's true,
and
but that
a noble
sucks.
raised in that fashion is better equipped to keep the peace for the common folk.
Sure. And besides keeping the peace, what are the nobility's other duties?
Go on.
Matters of state for a start. A noble has the ability to declare war, for instance. A commoner does not. And a noble who carries the blessing of a crest has even more power. One move from such an individual can exert massive influence. Of course, such influence must only be wielded with discretion. It is a noble's duty to use power wisely.
Whether or not it's their duty, if they don't use their power wisely, the people will revolt.
True.
Indeed. The motivation to revolt can only come from discontent with the nobility. But if the people are well protected and enjoy peaceful and happy lives, there is no such motive. Thus, if such a revolt does occur, the nobility must be held accountable.
The nobility must be held accountable, I never thought I'd find myself agreeing with you. Maybe you're not as bad as I thought.
I was gonna say, everyone tends to come around to Lawrence because even though he's like, I uphold nobility. Nobility is the best thing ever, and people have like bad experiences or ideals with nobility. His ideal nobility is not bad, to be completely honest.
In fact, I'll let you in on a secret.
Go on.
I am from a noble family, House Karen of Fargus. I used to be known as Cassandra Rubens Karen. Perhaps you've heard that name before?
What?
House Karen? It cannot be. Are you the one who was driven from Fargus for some grave crime?
So people say. However, I didn't do anything wrong.
I buy it.
Anyway, how do you rate me now? On one hand, I am a noble, but I'm also a fugitive.
Ooh.
I see. Well then.
That stern eyebrow.
Will you do me the honor of a bout?
So you'd like to suss me out with your sword? Sure, I'll take you on.
And then they fight. And then nothing. Goodness gracious. And then Lawrence died. Catherine, do we have one more? Yeah. Lynn and you. Let's see how that goes.
Linhardt, I understand you'd endanger yourself to realize your dreams. But why go this far? You never seemed like the type to put this much effort into anything.
True, actually. You make a good point.
Honestly, I find most everything annoying, which is most likely why you have such an opinion of me. But to continue my research without taking this chance to know the truth, what would be the point? Besides, ignorance can breed even greater dangers.
True.
For example, do you know for whom Thunderbrand was originally crafted?
The goddess.
Not quite.
Correct. And because of that, everyone just stops thinking about it.
Right.
No one really knows what the relic is made of, how it was crafted, or what its very structure may be.
I might know, actually.
Until we know those things and truly understand the power and the danger relics hold, we won't be able to gain any new knowledge. I'm tired of talking.
This man's literally tired himself out talking.
You tire too easily.
Right?
But I think I understand your logic. If you really want to risk your life, I won't stop you.
Really?
Just remember, Linhardt, curiosity killed the...
I am not a cat. It will require more than my own curiosity to finish me off.
You've got guts, I'll give you that. But don't blame me if something bad happens.
If something happens, it happens. Finding out the truth means accepting the risks. Those who identified plants, both poisonous and medicinal, took the same risk in eating each. I'm just like those people.
Okay, fine. I give up. You win.
How persistent.
I'll let you hold Thunderbrand just this once. Go on, give it a try. And don't worry about something bad happening. I'll be right here.
And then Linhardt died. Catherine has killed 2 students. Oh man, okay. Shamir, I don't think we have any review for you right now. In fact, I think you only need Catherine. Correct. No, you have to get these 2 as well. Gosh darn it. Oh, that's gonna be so much work. That's not actually that much work. I'm gonna have to make a couple of trips though. It looks like you only need Lysithea and Ash. Yes, that's good for you. That's good. That's very good. And then we're set. So, until I'll be right back again. Actually, one more before we make another trip, because I forgot all about Hilda. But Hilda is fine as well. She just needs to get Mercy. So let's look at Mercy real quick. Real quick.
Goodness, Hilda, you look worried. Is something the matter?
Oh, Mercedes. I was on my way to the greenhouse to water the flowers. But I have a meeting with the professor right now, so I'll have to be quick.
It must be urgent to call you at this hour of the morning. Go see what the professor needs from you. I can take care of the flowers.
Oh, are you sure? Thank you so much.
It's no problem at all. Let me take the water from you.
Thank you again. I'll see you at lunch.
Right. I'm off.
Poor Mercy.
Oops, my meeting with the professor was tomorrow. Anyway, thanks, Mercedes.
Goodness gracious.
Still no Mercedes. All she had to do was water a few plants. I didn't think it would take this much time. It's almost noon. Maybe I'll go see what she's up to.
Little did we know Mercy was dead in the greenhouse.
That's the last of that. Perfect.
What's taking you so long?
Oh, Hilda. Is your meeting with the professor over already?
Yes. It's almost lunchtime. What are you still doing here?
Lunchtime? I hadn't realized how late it was.
How long did it take you?
After watering the flowers, I noticed that the greenhouse was in need of some tidying.
Goodness gracious.
I must have gotten a bit carried away. It's so pleasant working in here.
Oh, pleasant. Sure. You're such a kind person.
No, it was my pleasure. Anyway, shall we head to the dining hall?
Do you feel bad?
I should have just done it myself. Waiting for her is so exhausting. What was that, Hilda? Come along, I'm hungry.
Coming! What should we eat?
Well, there's not much to eat. We only have like 3 tomatoes and a couple of flowers. Okay, now I'll make that trip. The only one that we still need is Alois and Leone for A. And then we have all the A scenes. And I'm gonna get that via battles. That being said, we have 27,000 gold. As completely opposite of, oh wow, we have a ton of gold. Not anymore. Okay. But that means we can finish exploring. No. No. First, let's go back to the monastery. And let's do choir practice with Alois and Leone. I don't think I can do that. Can I not do it with the knights? Is that a thing? No, I can do it with Shamir. I've made her do it. Anyway, in that case, we'll definitely have Alois go. Yeah, that is correct. Because that'll give them a little bit of support. And they're the only 2 left that we need. And then after we get that, we're going to view all of the A's. All of them. So probably in between the 2 weeks that I battle in a row. And then I'm going to start setting up the final everyone pairing with everyone. I'm going to teleport. I was about to walk to the cathedral. No. No. I don't know pretty much anyone who I'm going to pair up at this moment in time. But we'll see. Okay, where's Alois? Alois is here, and Leone. Does Leone like this? I felt like she would hate it. She does. She's doing it anyway. Let's see how it goes.
Ah, it feels good to sing nice and loud. Fill my chest up with sound.
Indeed.
What's the point of singing practice? It's not going to make me stronger.
Actually, it will make your lungs stronger, give you more endurance in battle. Leone's thinking one-dimensionally. I'm thinking with portals. We're done here. Let's go. Oh, this is mine, and Manuela's birthday. Instruct manually, of course. Because there is still the 5 perfects rule. That is still in effect. It could still happen. We'll start with Petra. And we'll give her, what does she use? She uses punch and she uses faith. She probably needs more faith, but let's give her more punch. Let's give her more faith. Just a good. Oh, she also didn't have a full. That sucks for her. There we go, which means Lysithea definitely is also not full, correct? Nope. A shame. In that case, let's start with whom else? I need to train Cyril, unfortunately. I gotta train him in gauntlets, because he has none of that, I don't think. Yeah. Good.
I feel like I've...
Terrible gauntlet user. You hate to see it. But he's probably gonna be punching the entire time. That I'm training. Because I think we're gonna try and get him to War Master then, because War Master's just good. Caspar, no. We're training the ladies. Constance, sure. We'll see if Constance gets these perfects. What do you need? This and this? Yeah, go ahead and get this. A good Constance. A great Constance. A good. You will not. There we go. I was gonna say, you can't.
You see? Flawless.
Help House Nouvelle ascend back to its great heights with just goods and greats. She heard me. I'll remember that. Shamir, sure. We're not really using Shamir. I should probably focus on the people we're using first. Hilda. Because Hilda's still an option, and we do need to get her some of this. In the event that we can, get her little class. There we go. 2 perfects. That's pretty good. And that's still on the list. And that's still on the list. And she's usable, isn't she? Not really anymore. I guess she never was on this route. Last route she was because we had to have her take out Gilbert. Sad times. We still use you. We'll turn you in faith. Just the more higher faith that she has is good. Because Bernie, during this route, Bernie has really been the MVP. During this like whole, both splits, Bernie's just coming clutch randomly. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Oh, we got 2 more. Let's train... I mean, screw it, sure, we'll train on that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I should start off with a good. How dare she? Can't believe it. She got 2 perfects, though. Not the worst. Who's last? Are we doing Shamir last? We'll do Shamir last. We're not using Shamir, but I like Shamir. I mean, I guess just get your bow up. That's fine.
That wasn't...
She got a perfect.
That wasn't...
She got 2 perfects. It's fine. See, everyone messes up after 2. It's 2 perfects, and then it's like, oh well, maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's see. We want to go to goals. We want to go to Caspar. No, Cyril. And we want you to new. We want you to specifically do Brawl and nothing else. Yep. 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 That's what we're doing. Group task, who's on the group task? You still need to stay there because we want you to get there. So we'll just go begin training.
I would like to ask you something.
I have always been confident in my exceptional skill, but lately I will admit I have experienced some minor doubts. What can I do to restore my confidence? Interesting, Lawrence. You losing confidence. Remember all that you've done? Trust that you've been useful.
So that's how it is.
Correct. Nice. Okay. And do whatever you want. We don't use you. And we won't, unfortunately. Who's... Oh, a gift from Flame. That's actually really nice. And Manuela's birthday, we'll just give her flowers. I almost did nothing. I don't think I've ever done nothing for someone, except for maybe Cyril. Maybe I did do that for Cyril. I should feel bad about that, but I don't. Just a good. Goodness gracious. Alright.
Still a long way to go.
Whatever. Whatever. Okay. Oh, we have 5 weeks this month. So we could battle 3 times. Oh. That's very good. That's very good. I'm gonna battle 3 times. After this first time, I think we'll have Leonie's built up to A. And then it'll be fine. We can view all of her scenes. I do want to check Hilda to see if we can take that cert. I don't think she leveled up her riding. Nope. But we can see what the percentage is. 10%. She might get heavy armor ranked up soon as well. We'll also have 3 trainings, won't we? Yes, we will. That's dope. That's excellent. I think we might be able to get Hilda to her top 1, and we might be able to get Cyril to War Master. Kind of depends on how I play these battles, but I think we can get that done. I think that that's entirely possible. Are there any paralogs that I want to do? I probably should do this one and have Flame and Seth come along, because they have unique dialogue. Also, I might just get the unique dialogue, because right now I think gold is more important. Gold is more important. Because I still gotta use people, or use the Wayseer to match other people up. But I'm also gonna do that with the battles too on the edges. But for right now, I'll be right back. Hold on. No, this is just funny. This is just really funny. I was going through and I looked at Lysithea and I was like, what? Why do you have these items? And then I just see 2 dark seals and I was like, huh. Well, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. A whole lot of sense. I think for the sake of, I think training might be better than battling. Because I've used Cyril. Cyril sucks. I hate to be that guy, but he does. He's no Alois, he's no Balthus, he's no Skylord. It's not great. And I don't think we can instruct him, even though I made him an MVP once. Nope. Alright. Well. We're not using Lynn. Let's hit the people we use. Yeah, get some sword. That's fine.
See?
Because in a second we're about to view a bunch of scenes. Then I'm really gonna have to decide if it's better to battle or if it's better to do the feasting so we have the motivation. For you and you. For Cyril and Hilda specifically. Everyone else is fine. I'm not worried about the map. Who knows what it'll be. But, 14. Oh, we'll do Mercy just for the sake of saying, hey, Mercy. I said I was gonna do the people that we're using. So, we kind of use Ignatz, we kind of use Lysithea too. Start from the top. We use Happy. Where's Happy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Go ahead and get some more of this. I think that's a good decision. We use Balthus. His punch is maxed, so I don't really need to do that. Alois, your punch should be maxed too, is it not? It's almost. In fact, it might just be a waste to do this, to be completely honest. It looks like it's gonna max by itself. In that case, yeah, let's do Ignatz. Who could do... He's doing fine, really. Get some of this. He's doing A-okay, to be completely honest. Yeah, did he get 1 perfect and 4 goods? I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, there's not a ton of people to train. I guess we'll just train for the sake of training. Let's go you with some punches. Catherine's out here getting no perfects. Okay, that's what I was about to say. Old Thunderbrand looking. Almost didn't get any perfects. We haven't trained Manuela in ages, so why not? Did not mean to train her in that.
Let's do this again sometime, Professor.
Well, okay. No perfects though, so maybe we won't. Maybe never again. Using Anna, to be completely honest, and she's not bad. She could have better faith. You could make blah 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 blah. Oh?
I could do this in my sleep.
I believe you.
Feels
2 perfects too. Can't marry her though, so it's a shame. It's a shame indeed. I'm not gonna do Baldus, his punch is maxed out. We'll do Lysithea, even though Lysithea's not full. Just get her some faith. It's just I use Lysithea sometimes. She's like an extra happy. Goals, I think, are fine, so we'll begin training.
Professor.
No. Absolutely not. Yuri's... Oh, yes, of course. Tea party with Yuri. Thought we won't. Here, have some rose petals.
You wanted me for something? Why not ask me directly then? Thanks.
Have some tea.
Tasty.
Does it taste like roses? Wink wink hint? Your ambitions. Nope. Evaluating allies. Already started off on the wrong foot. Gosh, his steely purple gaze. Likeable allies. Nope. Uh-oh, this is just gonna be a nice tea time. Exploring the monastery, the opera. You hate the opera. Past laughs. Past laughs, yeah. It'll be great. That's fine. Oh, it's just nice? It's great getting all of them and missing the last one?
Cool. Thanks for the treat, friend. Let's do this again sometime, yeah?
Maybe. Perhaps. You're in like the rotating 5. Okay. And now, through the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And you two.
Hilda did a great job.
I know.
Good. Good. Much better. Let's see if anybody...
I'm really getting it.
No need. Whatever.
I'll make good use of this power.
Cool. Neither of you two leveled up. We gotta get you up at least to see. Hilda, what are you looking like on both of these? Your heavy armor is almost B+, so that's something to note. Okay. Let's think about this.
Appreciate it.
No problem. We got 7 trade secrets from that? Maybe we did. Let's look at these scenes. Yeah. The last of the scenes that we have to view, actually, which is nuts. So let's start with... whom? Let's start with Hanneman. Because I feel like Hanneman... Well, first let's save. Because I'm going to have to reload. Whoops. Almost made the decision for myself. I'll have to reload anyway, so let's go to Hanneman. Start with Hanneman. And I could use this time to start pairing people off, then use the next battle to get the stuff and the things. The stuff and the things and the stuff. I might just explore this time.
Dorothea, my dear, you must be tired from the extended fighting. May I get you anything?
Thank you, Professor Hanneman, but I'm fine.
You don't appear fine. Make sure not to overexert yourself. The war is not yours alone to fight. You have friends to rely on. We are here for you, always.
Thank you, but I really am fine. It's nice to know you're always thinking of me, though.
Well, of course. You're like
a daughter?
Like a what?
Nothing. You're a very good friend. That's all. And once the war is over, I want to be sure you have a pleasant life.
Hanneman.
Is that so?
Oh.
It sounds like you're getting a little ahead of yourself, planning for the end of the war.
Well, it's over, but I'm not gonna hold that against you.
Ahead of myself? No, I don't think so.
Oh? You sounded like you were building up the courage to give me something. Something, small and round and ring-shaped?
Uh-huh.
What?
A ring, you mean? Well,
Oh, no. Am I wrong? I'm so embarrassed. I misunderstood.
Were you wishing for it?
Oh my! That's what you were thinking. I've misled you. I see now I phrased things all wrong. I had no other intentions, I swear. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Man.
I could forgive you if you proposed properly.
Dude.
You got me excited, you know?
Jeez Louise.
But I haven't.
Hanneman's like, but.
It's okay. I'm just teasing. Don't look so scared.
Teasing? Ah. Well, of course.
Well, of course.
It's just to know you care about me. Maybe we should talk more about the future in the future. How's that sound?
Why, it sounds lovely. Quite lovely.
Okay, I was kind of hoping that a lot of Hanneman scenes didn't involve marriage, at least with these four, since the age discrepancy is massive.
So sorry for always taking up your time, Professor Hanneman.
Nonsense. I told you to come to me anytime you needed help. Nothing to be sorry about at all. So, what can I help you with today, Miss Annette?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Perhaps
you showed up to say
not
hey?
related to your studies, but I sense something else troubles you.
You see right through me, Professor Hanneman. Okay, here goes.
Go on.
The truth is, I've been wondering what I'll do when the war finally comes to an end.
Your marks at both the School of Sorcery and the Military Academy were exceptional.
And, more importantly, Gilbert has perished.
You have many, many options. The only trouble I see for you is in picking which one to chase.
You've hit the nail on the head. There's so much I want to do. I feel completely lost.
Oh.
Lost, It seems to me that you're just lacking in decisiveness.
I get that.
You think so?
For example, I've already been considering my own future once this war ends at last.
What will you do?
I think I might leave Garrick Mach.
What?
I've spent a great deal of time researching crests, both in the Empire and at the monastery.
But where else?
Fodlan is large, with much to see and learn. It would be a shame to spend all my years in too few places.
But where will you go?
That's the question, isn't it? I've considered the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad.
Ferdiad?
It would be good to get a new viewpoint on crest research. There are certainly discoveries to be made. However, new places are daunting. Yet, I'd have no complaints if I had a former student as an apprentice.
Uh-oh.
Say, a former student who is brimming with curiosity, talented at magic, and as tidy as myself.
You don't mean me, do you?
Yes, of course.
I was merely expressing a possibility. It all depends on your own feelings and interests.
I have considered that it might be nice to be a professor like you.
Oh.
But I'm such a scatterbrain, and I make mistakes all the time. So I'm not confident I can manage.
Manuela is a professor, so I think you'll manage.
Those are but minor side notes compared to your wonderful qualities, Miss Annette. You are serious in your studies and possessing of excellent character. You surpass even myself.
Do you really think so? Maybe I can do it after all.
Oh.
I truly feel you could. Yes, you could accompany me to Ferdiad. I think that would be most splendid, don't you?
I feel like, with your guidance, I could excel anywhere.
First, though, we must put an end to this war.
It's over.
The future cannot begin until we achieve victory.
That's true. I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure that happens.
I know you will, Miss Annette. You have my full support.
Excellent. Okay. So that's good. And then Hanneman and Lysithea, Marianne, and that's it. Dang, we just had the 4 for Hanneman, that's right. We'll end with Lysithea.
Professor Hanneman?
Why, hello, Miss Marianne. A visit from you is a rare pleasure indeed.
I remember what theirs were.
I wanted your opinion on something.
Oh, how intriguing. Whatever is on your mind.
I'm beginning to feel that I should accept who I am.
Right.
I thought it might be time to change my training regimen, to utilize my crest, even if just a little.
What a splendid thought. Quite exceptional. May I ask how it is you've reached this conclusion? I admit, I did not imagine my words would do much to sway you.
The truth is that I was already considering it before we spoke. All of my allies work relentlessly to achieve their goals, both on and off the battlefield.
Even Edelgard did it, but she was crazy.
Seeing this, it occurred to me that I have nothing to work toward. I'm no use to anyone.
Maybe Edelgard wasn't crazy, but she was stubborn. Just like Cyril.
If I could accept who I am, even a little, I might be able to change that. I was still considering, but after we spoke about it, well...
Well, indeed. So it seems my words resonated with you after all.
I'm sorry. I know I'm not the best at communicating. But it's true. Your words gave me a lot to think about. They helped me come to this decision. Whatever my crest, it should serve me.
There you go.
That's it. Exactly right, Miss Marianne.
That's not to say I've accepted it completely. But I refuse to continue living in fear of myself.
I have every confidence that you will succeed at drawing out your crest's full strength. And I intend to help you at every step. If you'll have my help, that is.
Of course. Your knowledge is much appreciated.
That's just a nice one, Marianne coming to terms with her crest and accepting that it's a part of her. And then Hanneman and Lysithea.
Did you want something, Professor Hanneman?
True. Go on.
Ah, Lysithea. Thank you for coming. First, I ask that you allow me to apologize. I fear I hurt you with my insensitive words. I have failed you, not as a researcher, but as a human being.
I'm the one who should apologize. I'm sorry for being rude to you. Anyway, I'll keep going along with your research. I have to be on my way now.
No.
Please, Lysithea, a moment more. I did not call you here simply to apologize. I told you once that you were an exquisite subject for my crest research. Why? Because there are no records of any other person ever having borne 2 crests.
Right.
Correct.
But you weren't born with 2 crests.
We cannot say anything for certain about the makeup of your body. Therefore, it seems hasty to conclude that overcoming your shortened lifespan is an impossible feat.
What is it you're implying?
We're gonna make you live longer.
Lysithea, what is my field of study?
Crestology, no?
Indeed, and the goal of my field is to unravel every single mystery crests might conceal. Someday, I even hope to devise a means to bestow a crest upon any who desires one.
Why would you want to do such a thing?
Because I despise this world in which the presence or absence of a crest can determine a person's worth.
Okay, so you got it. You would get that feeling from Hanneman during any time you would finish theirs. At first I was thinking like you only really get that from Hanneman and Edelgard, but you get it here too. That's what I was thinking. She was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
However, if artificially implanting a crest causes too great a toll on the subject, it would be useless. As such, reducing the strain of crests on the human body is one of my research goals.
I see.
Understanding how to implant a crest might also lead to the knowledge of how to remove them. Yes?
Do you think
removing a crest could mean that they won't suffer from its effects any longer?
I like to imagine that Hanneman's the Avatar, removing crest like removing bending.
What I am trying to tell you is, the question of whether your lifespan can be restored is entirely within the scope of my research.
Could you really do that?
It is difficult to say for sure, but as long as the possibility exists, I will continue to seek it. Lysithea, let me ask you once more. Will you assist me in my research?
Professor Hanneman, I think I'm the one who should be asking for your help, really. I'm sick of a crest determining a person's worth, too.
I think we all are.
Ah, is that right? Perhaps you would even like to begin studying crestology yourself. I think you would make a fantastic apprentice. A life devoted to research is a noble life, you know.
If you do manage to restore my lifespan, I'd certainly think about it.
I will hold you to those words. Ah, I see a fine future ahead of us.
Oh. So all of Hanneman's are kind of like finding an apprentice, and D, because D is always a little bit thirsty. We can't deny that. Alright, Manuela has D as well. Oh, Seteth. We're saving Seteth and Manuela for last on this route. Let's start with Flame.
Manuela, do you recall what you told me? You mentioned that if a place shines brighter than anywhere else, then its shadows will be darker too.
I forgot she said that. I was like, that's a line.
You sound so worried. That was nothing, dear. Call it a joke.
No, it wasn't.
It most certainly did not sound like a joke. Can you please elaborate? Of course, I love hearing about your glamorous past performing on stage. But all that glamour doesn't account for the shadows you spoke of.
Well, I suppose I could share a little.
Go
Here's
on.
the thing about the opera. Talent isn't enough to earn you a position in a glamorous show. You need money, connections, and, failing those, the stomach to commit a spot of violence.
Oh?
I spent many nights buttering up nobles in power. No matter how humiliating the task, I'd do it because I wanted to be a star. I hope that kind of talk isn't too shocking for a sweet girl like yourself. Are you disillusioned with me now that you know my sordid past?
Not at all.
Anger face.
Understanding you more deeply, I can see how much strength has been required of you all this time.
Flame.
I am well aware that survival and striving for dreams sometimes means doing things we would not normally do. Perhaps because you have been so strong, lived with such conviction. Perhaps that is why your songs have touched so many people's hearts.
Flame's out here spitting verses too, my gosh.
You sound very wise all of a sudden. Thank you, Flame.
Wise beyond her years,
I would like
quote
to
unquote.
rescind my original request of you.
Your request to hear one of my songs?
Indeed. Instead, I have a different request. I would like to see you perform an opera on stage.
I don't know about that. It's been a long time since I stood on stage.
Right.
I imagine you have experienced much since you left the opera company.
Oh.
It follows then that you have developed new insights, charm, and wisdom to share.
That's actually really clever.
Yes, I probably could play a tragic role even better now than I could back then.
The experience.
But it's hardly the time for operas. We need to put an end to this war first.
It's over.
Agreed. Let us make the curtain fall on this war as soon as possible.
Maybe then we can raise the curtain on a brand new performance. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
That is exactly what I yearn for.
Flame's such a dork, but she's a great dork. We'll keep going. Manuela has how many? D, Seteth, and Alois. Let's go D first, because I'm sure those will be real wholesome.
Dorothea, you look as if something's terribly wrong.
I do? Oh, nothing's wrong. Not really. I've just been thinking about the future. and what happens when the war is over.
And tell me, what is your vision of the future like?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I guess I don't know what to expect. In my life, I've met all sorts of people who've lived lots of different ways. So now I'm trying to figure out how I want to live. I'm free, unlike so many people.
True.
I have the ability to take control of my own fate. Like you.
I hadn't thought about it like that.
Well, I quit the opera to join the Officers' Academy as a professor. Then I joined this war because, well, I don't know. I'm hoping for an end to it. Peace for the world.
That's true. She 100% didn't have to.
Even though I took control of my own fate, I still haven't found the man of my dreams.
You'll find him. He's out there somewhere. You know, there is one thing I want for the future.
And that is?
So, you've got a dream after all.
You two to perform together?
No, it's a dream I've always had. You'll think this is silly, but I'd like to stand beside you.
I don't get it.
When you left the opera company, I took your place. I stood center stage and sang, and everyone cheered for me. I wish the cheers were for me and you. I wish we stood on that stage together.
I have to tell you something. The first time I saw you on stage, I felt you were the one I wanted to hear sing.
Oh.
I already had plans to leave the opera company, but when I met you, I knew I couldn't leave until I saw you take your rightful place.
Oh, wow.
You're right, though. It would have been nice to stand beside you on stage, even just once.
Maybe we weren't together then, but we're together here, now. And in the future, maybe it won't be so bad if you never find that man of your dreams.
What do you mean by that?
You and me. I won't find a guy either. We can just be together.
I don't think you have a
That'd
problem.
be pretty nice, don't you? Living together and doing whatever we want.
Huh. You know, that could be nice. It'd be like you and me, finally together on stage. The lights shining down, our gowns and jewels sparkling. Just us.
Sparkling in the stage lights forever.
All of these really are about finding her own future. Which is nice. But, Manuela and Salazar, depending on the A scene, I might hate it. I don't think I will. But Eloise, go ahead.
I can't express enough how grateful I am for your help with my daughter.
I'd like to point out that it is very rare that an A scene starts off with this music. In fact, I don't know, I can't recall any A scenes that start off with this music.
She was over the moon about the gift you chose.
Oh, wonderful. I would have expected no less after the effort I put into finding the perfect gift.
I even received a thank you letter from her. Would you care to read it?
I shouldn't be reading your personal letters, Alois.
Don't worry. Look who it's addressed to.
Wow.
Yes, I see you here, and to
the person
who selected my gift.
That's my daughter for you.
Very perceptive.
She can see right through my little schemes.
That's clever.
It wouldn't take a genius to figure it out after being sent dirty coins for so many years.
Also true.
Anyway, I guess that means I can carry on reading.
Okay.
Oh, that's a special girl you've got there. Your daughter really cares about you.
She does, doesn't she? That reminds me of when she was younger. She always used to...
I'm gonna cut you off, Alois. I don't have time for a story right now.
Very well, another time. But I would still like to show my appreciation. A knight never takes kindness for granted. What can I do for you?
Oh, there's a mountain of things I want. but nothing I can ask you to do.
My
Reading
goodness.
Your daughter's heartwarming letter was more than enough.
Oh.
I didn't help you out so I could have a knight owe me a favor. I just wanted to help a friend.
Oh.
In that case, I hope my words of gratitude will suffice as repayment. I am truly thankful for your help this time, and the next.
And the next.
I'm sorry. What do you mean, the next?
Well, my wife's birthday is coming up. So, of course, I'm going to need all the help I can get from my gift selection advisor.
Goodness
Don't
gracious.
push your luck, pal.
Right?
Eloise, I'll never understand how someone like you can find love. Yet I'm still alone.
Poor Manuela. That's incredible. Maybe we should have ended with that one. Because I don't think that's gonna get topped.
Manuela, about what we discussed earlier with regard to Saint Sethlin.
Yes,
I
yes.
feel the need to correct your misapprehensions.
Oh, I won't expose your passion to the light of day.
Oh my goodness.
I told you I can keep a secret.
That's not it at all. How can I make you see?
Turn into a dragon. You can't do that
Suppose
anymore.
there is
I
no
learned
other
that.
way. Allow me to tell you a very old story.
Really? There's no other way.
What kind of story? Is it about your past? Because there's a story I could enjoy hearing.
I once had a wife. She passed from this world a very long time ago.
She was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this story.
She was wise, kind of heart, and always smiling. A most wonderful woman. Not long after we married, we were blessed with a child. A girl.
You had a wife and a daughter? Why would you have kept that secret?
To protect my daughter. That has been my foremost concern ever since I had the misfortune to lose my wife. It is my daughter who resembles Saint Sethlin. That is why I make my oath to this statue.
Your story doesn't sound right to me. I don't mind saying it.
Why is that?
When you talked about your ideal woman before, your description was almost exactly Saint Sethlin. Now you're telling me your daughter is a perfect match?
It is not an exact resemblance. My daughter, for instance, is neither proper nor quiet. In any case, even in matters of love, an ideal seldom lives up to reality. That is the way of the world.
Oh man, you just roasted Flay, I can't believe you said it. Proud of you.
Do it again. Say, the way of the world with a serious face. You're so stern and proper, but you really can be quite funny. I love a man who can make me laugh.
Manuela.
My wife used to say the same thing.
Oh?
I never quite understood what was so funny.
I sound like your late wife? Don't tell me. I actually resemble her, don't I? Mirror image, I bet.
Manuela.
Absolutely not. Though? No, unthinkable.
The way you say it, I suppose I must resemble her a little. Wow, isn't that an honor?
Oh.
Say, Sedith, have you ever considered remarrying? You know, just so you're not alone?
It is not a thought that has ever crossed my mind. I have been too preoccupied with fatherhood.
the look on his face is like, no.
It's been a long time since your wife passed, right? You should start thinking about it.
Manuela out here
There could
planting
be someone who
seeds.
finds you handsome, someone close by, maybe even right in front of you.
Whatever you said just now, I didn't quite hear. But to remarry, I'd never even considered it an option until you brought it up just now.
He's like, hey, he'd married again?
My daughter will not want to remain by my side forever.
True.
Perhaps it is time I thought about it.
I'd be happy to help you mull it over if you like. How about tonight? We could go out for a drink.
He did say he would go.
Are we back to this again? Very well. Just see that you do not drink too much. I would rather not have to carry you home.
I do. I really like the. I liked all of it. I think that might be one of my I don't know why, but I think it might be one of my my favorite sets. Look, I don't know for the most part who I'm pairing with who, but I can tell you, Seth and Manuela. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so Flame's got just these two, I think. Yes, because we've got a lot of Flame. We had Flame pretty much everywhere. So let's start with Lynn.
Reading anything interesting?
Oh, good day, Linhart. At the moment, I'm simply browsing history books. Reading these, it's easy to imagine what it would feel like to exist long ago.
Fodlan's history spans thousands of years. We're lucky to have so many detailed records of our past.
True.
I have knowledge of how people lived, who they loved, what wars they fought, and why. But I'd never describe it as feeling like I was living in the past.
Ooh.
And why not? It's only a figure of speech.
About our shared crests.
Uh-oh.
Goodness, this again?
There's an experiment I wish to attempt, although it might prove to be a bit troublesome.
Go on.
A troublesome experiment? You know I do not like pain.
Pain? No, there won't... Well, I'm unsure of the results, but that's why they call it an experiment. It would, of course, require that you and I get married.
Sir?
I beg your pardon?
Right?
Yes. If bearers of major and minor Cethline crests reproduce...
Lynn!
What crest would the offspring possess, if any? I must know, and thought the question might pique your interest as well.
Are you actually speaking about a hypothetical future with me? Involving... children?
Yes. Such parentage has never been documented. A whole new field of research awaits.
I'm shocked. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that is where it was going.
It would be a worthy experiment, and we'd need only 5 or so children for a good sample size.
Sir?
Do you mind going back to what you mentioned earlier?
Pardon? Which part?
The part about marrying and having children.
Yes?
I've always believed, rather firmly, that marriage is something between two people who love one another.
Yes?
I like you well enough to advance a field of study to previously unknown heights. How do you feel?
This is the first I've heard of such a thing from you.
Oh, man.
Do you imagine I've spent all this time talking to you because I was bored?
Oh.
Anyway, I'm pretty worn out now, so let's continue this conversation another time, yes?
Does conversing with me tire you out so much?
Talking to anybody tires me out. Thinking, putting thoughts into words, opening my mouth, all tiring. Do give some thought to my proposal.
Oh, goodness gracious.
How far we could advance crest research, you and I.
Experimental marriage and children? He likes me? I don't understand. I don't understand at all.
I don't get it either, Flame. Alright, well, you know, never say never, I might pick them. Never say never.
I hope you will allow me to apologize.
Why would you need to do that?
Last time, when I was working on my armor, you could have been gravely injured.
That's right.
You have been avoiding me ever since, so I want to reiterate how very sorry I am.
I'm not sure that's entirely the case.
So, you are not avoiding me?
To be perfectly honest, I felt a bit embarrassed.
Oh.
When you embraced me before, it really caught me off guard. You're surprisingly strong for how slender you appear.
Goodness gracious, you've been crushing.
Anyway, it all got me rather flustered.
Oh, I see. Well, I do train quite often. On the battlefield, it is perfectly common to lift up a wounded comrade. It has nothing to do with your gender. In the heat of the moment, I pay no attention to such things. That is, how I would explain it.
To Seth.
So you have a well of strength for embracing people, it seems.
Goodness gracious.
Well, I would not put it like that. Usually, when I embrace people, it is in the context of battle.
Is that so?
So then...
So the embrace was nothing more than a rescue. Perhaps I was flustered needlessly. I wonder if you would consider embracing me when my life is not in peril.
Huh? Why?
Because I'd like to feel that way again.
Oh.
That's why. How about it? Or is your capacity for embracing limited exclusively to warfare?
Oh, I see what is going on here.
Do you?
I had forgotten how charmingly ethereal you can be. Very well. As per your request, I shall embrace you again.
Charmingly ethereal.
I'm delighted. Does right now work for you?
Why, of course. Easily done.
But I hope Seth's not watching.
Although, perhaps we shouldn't tell Seth.
Correct.
Agreed. Better to let this be our little secret.
Okay, that was cute. I thought it was gonna be more about the armor situation with the oil, but you know, it was nice. All right, so you still have more? Oh no, you don't. So we're done. You? Ooh, no, we're not done. You. We're done. You three. So we still have Sedith, Alois, Catherine, Shamir, Cyril, and Hilda. So let's go Sedith. Sedith just has Burn, correct? Burn, Cyril, and Catherine. Alright, let's end with Bernie. Let's start with Cyril.
Cyril?
Hey.
You seem pensive. Have you been thinking over the advice I gave you?
Sedith has a good smile. Like a good normal sitting smile.
Yeah, but it kinda scares me.
Scares you? Why?
Right?
If I found something else I was more interested in than repaying Lady Rhea, I don't know. Wouldn't that be kinda like I was betraying Lady Rhea, in a way?
No, not really.
Is a rather strong word, don't you think?
Well, I mean, Lady Rhea is why I got this life. Or any life. If I ended up just leaving her, that just seems real ungrateful and kinda rude.
No?
If Rhea herself felt betrayed by your actions, then yes. I suppose it would be.
I'm pretty sure Rhea would be like, go and live your life. I saved it for a reason.
But if all you are doing is seeking your path, with no harm to her, I do not think she would object.
Right.
In fact, I am confident she would be happy for you.
Agreed.
You are?
Absolutely. If you continue to devote your whole life purely to repaying your debt, I think she will worry. You want to make Rhea happy, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course.
More than anything. That's my character trait.
Makes you happy.
Okay, I get that, yeah. By the way, there's something weird I noticed.
Go on.
What is that?
Before, whenever we'd talk, you always used to call Lady Rhea the Archbishop. But just now, you were calling her Rhea.
Does it perturb you to hear me speak of her with such familiarity?
No, I just wondered why.
True.
I am, of course, Rhea's servant. So, in a more formal context, I must maintain a deferential distance. But she and I are actually very old friends. In fact, we think of one another almost like family. I know Rhea extremely well. When I am confident about how she will feel, I am seldom wrong. So trust me when I say that if your path to happiness takes you away from here, she will wish you the best.
Okay, I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
He's blushing hard. For what reason? I don't know. Well, you know, Sedith does look pretty good. We won't lie. We can't lie about that. Catherine, Sedith, go on.
Take that, you goons! Take that!
What is this fight? Where's this fight? The war's over!
No, Catherine's at it again.
Right?
She has charged too far forward. I better join her before she... Are you all right?
Are you?
That's what I was going to ask you. How could you be so reckless?
Right?
All those times you scolded me, and now you get yourself all beaten up. To think, nearly getting yourself killed in a minor skirmish like this one.
Quite right. Thankfully, I am not badly hurt. My apologies. I didn't mean to worry you.
What's gotten into you?
How do you mean?
Don't play dumb. I was supposed to patrol this area, not you. What are you even doing here?
Uh-oh.
Just happened to be passing through?
Sedith, this is what you into me on a stroll around town. Nobody passes through a battlefield.
Yes, either does.
All right. I wanted to protect you.
What?
Uh-oh.
You'd pressed much too far ahead. I feared your life might be in danger. Once that thought occurred to me, I could not stand idly by. I had to shield you from harm.
And you were injured in the process. I don't know what to say.
Right.
Sedith, I didn't realize you worried so much about my safety. I apologize. And I'm grateful. I guess we really are companions.
I did not do this merely to assist an ally.
What?
I did it for you. I don't want to lose you.
Dang, the wink and the blush.
If I am willing to risk my life to protect you, just think how much scolding I am capable of. So you had best take better care of yourself.
All right, you've made your feelings clear. When you say it like that, I can't refuse. I'm sorry for making you worry all the time. I'll be more careful. I promise.
Please do. For my sake and yours.
That was shockingly very nice. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know who to choose, but then there's Bernie, so we'll see.
Ah, Bernadetta, have you finished your illustrations?
Yes, I have. Finally. This is the first time I've ever made anything for a real-life book. I was up all night finishing these. Bernie's all burned out now. I guess if they're no good, we'll just have to burn them all, huh?
No.
Let's leave the topic of burning aside for now, shall we? Show me what you've done.
So, what do you think?
This is excellent work. The color, especially. It truly brings your art to life. I will see that the new edition of our book is added to the Garrigmach collection.
Oh.
Really? Oh, that's such a relief. It was a tough job, but yeah, there's nothing Bernie can't handle.
That's
You
nice.
certainly do have some impressive mood swings.
Agreed.
Actually, there is one thing I'd like to discuss.
Oh no, what did I get wrong?
Uh-oh.
Relax. I simply wanted to ask you about this last image. This is you here, is it not?
Yes. Is that wrong? What's wrong with it?
Nothing at all. I'm only curious. Does that make me the person standing beside you?
Oh, no, that's St. Keyhole.
Is that so? Then I must ask, what relationship are you suggesting you have with him?
Well, I got the impression that the story of St. Indec was told from St. Keyhole's point of view.
True.
So I just imagined that I asked St. Keyhole about it. And, that's where the picture came from.
Oh my gosh. How ironically correct.
I guess I overdid it, huh? That's weird, isn't it? It's really weird. We can scrap it. Let's just get rid of it.
No, you're right.
So that's why. That's amusing.
That's the first time I ever said a laugh. My goodness.
It is?
Yes, because I am St. Keyhole.
Very much. And I think this is a very fitting end to the book, actually. St. Keyhole and Bernadetta. They would have made quite an interesting pair, I think. In fact, if the two of you had lived in the same time, I'm certain you would share a deep bond.
Oh.
What? St. Keyhole and me? No way. I've already got my hands full just trying to be friends with you. I've managed that at least. Haven't I?
Absolutely.
Oh, Sedith is enjoying every second of that. Oh, that's incredible. I'm a huge fan of those two. They're making it hard. So the hard focus is the endings for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 9 folk. Let's do not Hilda next. Let's do Catherine next. Yeah. We'll do Catherine and Lynn last. Maybe we should do Catherine and Shamir. You might have a lot. Let's just start with Lawrence.
Let's put the match on hold for now, Lawrence. Or if you can't wait, we'll say you won.
Ooh.
No. Let us resume it later. You haven't yet had the chance to use Thunderbrand.
She's not going to use Thunderbrand against you.
Relic either. If you had been, you would have won easily. Even without it, you're stronger than I expected. You seem to be fighting more intensely than usual.
Under ordinary circumstances, I'd have surely lost. But I had a vested interest in testing your character. If your swordplay relied at all on the dirty tricks of a fugitive, I would have felt compelled to defeat you.
Are you saying you fought more ably because you had a sense of purpose?
Yes.
Not as such, although I admit that when we crossed blades, I became envious of your strength. I caught a glimpse, in your elegant swordsmanship, of an aspect of the noble ideal that I yet lack. That envy is perhaps what drove me to fight so hard.
Oh.
Interesting.
I was also able to satisfy my curiosity. You are no criminal, but rather a lady of great conviction.
That might be an exaggeration.
Not really.
I've done some things I'm not proud of.
Modest as ever. Another of your noble qualities.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm no longer a noble.
Whatever your title, the responsible use of power is the very hallmark of nobility.
Ooh.
Deny it all you like. The way I see it, you are indeed a true noble.
I don't want to be a true noble. I won't be tied down by any stuffy idea of nobility. Although, if this is your way of flirting with me, perhaps I can be persuaded otherwise.
That's rather sudden.
Right?
Tell me, Lawrence, do you often woo noble women?
Yes, he does. He often tries.
As a true noble, I must be an ideal target for a fellow like you.
Since you put it that way, apologies, but I confess you've rendered me quite speechless.
It is rare that Lawrence is speechless.
I'm just teasing. You're clearly not ready to woo me.
Oh, you just wait.
Not ready? Do I not suffice for you? Is there some flaw that I could conceivably correct?
You're more open-minded than you used to be, but you're still so hung up on status and lineage. If you became a more tolerant person, maybe it would work out. What matters isn't someone's blood, it's what they want, what they fear, what they accomplish. When you understand that, let me know, and I might just fall for you.
Just wait and you shall see, Catherine.
Oh my goodness.
I fully intend to live up to the very highest of your standards.
Well, I mean... Catherine's got an interesting... You know what? Yeah, we'll do Shamir. Because I feel like that'll just be a real dialogue.
You're safe. I'm so relieved.
I was just on a mission. What's gotten into you?
Yeah, you weren't there.
I'm sorry. I've been thinking about the last time we talked. About our paths diverging. I've been a little afraid since then. Afraid that you might quit the Knights.
The terrible Thunder Catherine. Afraid? I thought you weren't afraid of anything.
True.
I kind of thought so too. I realized that I might actually lose you someday, and that's scarier than I expected.
Wow.
I've never felt this way about anyone other than Lady Rhea.
You seem very passionate about this.
Right?
I guess so. I have many brothers and sisters in arms, but you're my only partner. I know you have my back, so I can focus on the battle in front of me.
I see. Catherine, I have to tell you something.
Go on.
I lost my first partner.
Yes.
Which is why I can make no guarantees that this will last forever. But I want you to know, there's no one I would rather have at my side.
But what about Skylord? Because you're in the top 3. You could very well be number 1.
I could never sever my bond with you. If there ever comes a day when our paths do diverge, know that I'll always be with you.
Thank you. I lost someone too. I thought we'd be together forever, but our lives went in different directions.
Wow.
Relationships are so fragile.
Of course. But that's enough of that. I can't stand any more of your vulnerable side.
Ah, sorry, partner. Hope I didn't worry you. I lost hold of myself there.
And back to
No
Catherine.
need to apologize. It's what partners are for. If you'd like, we can start planning our next move.
Next move? What do you mean?
We can wed if you're that worried about losing me. I may tire of your company.
Catherine's like,
Red.
what?
What's the matter, partner?
That was just unexpected. If you'll excuse me, I need some fresh air.
Everyone has been making... It's a nice split for Catherine. Either she becomes unbearably flustered, or she makes Lauren's unbearably flustered. Let's go, Eloise.
Come on, just one, please. I'll pay for it next time.
Uh-oh.
No can do. Do you have any idea how much is on your tab? More than you're worth is my bet.
Ugh, it's been a long day. I just need a little drink.
So long as my pocket stays empty, your glass stays empty. Don't cross me.
It's true, she has Thunderbrand, you don't. This took a direction we didn't expect.
I couldn't help but overhear. Hello, Anna. How much does she owe?
Hi there, Eloise. Are you asking because you intend to pay this lady's tab? I can't even begin to understand that level of that level of kindness.
Stupidity.
Eloise, what are you doing?
I'm in your debt, Catherine. You've saved me countless times.
Are you about to swindle her?
Besides, you warned me about those scams. You kept me from getting cheated out of my money. So I'll take care of this. How much does she owe?
Thanks, Eloise. Are you sure you don't regret doing that?
Of course I don't. Think nothing of it. I used to pay old Gerald's tabs all the time.
All of the information we get about Gerald through the years. That man's was a legend.
I'd have been happy to buy you a drink, you know.
Nah, that's generous of you, but I couldn't accept.
Why not?
You're a good guy, Eloise, you know that? Not only paying my tab, but offering to buy me a drink, too.
Gerald would have kept drinking.
True.
He was certainly shameless about it.
Very true.
Did he ever pay you back for bailing him out?
Sometimes. Honestly, off the battlefield, he was disorganized about everything.
I buy that.
That sounds like him. And to be honest, well, sounds like you, too.
Yeah?
You're probably not bothered when it comes to my debt, but I want you to know I'll pay it back.
I appreciate that, but there's no rush. I trust you. You're a colleague, a friend. And that's true whether or not you pay me back.
Oh.
You're hopeless.
Right?
But you know what, Eloise? That's how I like you.
I like
Next
that
time a
you're
con artist tries
hopeless.
to bilk you, I'll be sure to save your backside.
Good. I think that's probably the best way to relieve your debt, Catherine. Alright, you got Ash and you got Linhart. We're ending with Lynn, because that man's as smooth as a knife cutting through butter.
Wow, you've gotten much better. You're not doubting yourself anymore. It's like your state of mind is completely different. What changed?
He's fighting with a purpose.
Can I tell you honestly?
Please do. Maybe this is a chance to resolve our dispute and move on.
As a knight, an ally, and even as a person, I know I can trust you. But somewhere in my heart, there's a part of me that can't forgive what you did.
Of course. Your brother's blood is on my hands. It wouldn't be easy for anyone in your position to feel forgiving. If someone said it was easy, I would probably give him a smack in the face.
Fair.
You may never be able to forgive me, no matter how hard you try.
Unless you marry him.
I'm prepared to accept that. It's my duty.
I admire your spirit, Catherine. Honestly, I do. I hope the part of me that's holding this grudge will get smaller with time. And maybe someday, it'll vanish.
That's rather poetic.
Maybe, but I'm being serious.
That man's just blushing hard.
Sorry, didn't mean to make light of it.
No, it's all right. We should have talked like this much sooner. I feel like I can finally stop dwelling on the past and start looking forward to the future.
I think meeting you has been good for me, too. Different people have different morals. They won't always agree on what's right and what's wrong.
Yep.
Maybe that's obvious, but it's something I think about when I'm talking to you.
Can I ask something of you? I'd like to get to know you better, Catherine, as a person, and as my friend.
Sure, but I won't do all the talking. It'll be dull if you don't tell me about yourself, too.
True.
Me? It won't be very interesting for you, but okay.
That's not true. Ash has had a very interesting past. They're both criminals in the past.
Okay, let's chat over a nice, tasty meal, my treat.
Kristoff, Lonato, watch over me, please.
Hurry up or I'll eat all the food.
Coming.
This man's just like, watch over me. As I swoon the woman who's took both of your lives. Okay. Lynn, Catherine, going to be incredible.
So, now you've held Thunderbrand. Learn anything? What's going on? You look like you're going to faint. Is that Thunderbrand's doing?
No, not at all. My body is operating at its normal, healthy level of sleepiness.
We should have known.
I felt no effect at all, honestly. Perhaps one exposure to the relic wasn't enough.
Don't tell me you want to get a hold of it again.
Of course not. There is a difference between taking a risk and being a fool.
That's right.
Interesting experiment, though. I used all my might, yet absolutely nothing happened. It seems if one's crest is not compatible, a relic simply will not work. To feel that response, to better understand the bond, that is more than enough for me.
I see. What will you do now? I assume your relic research is complete.
Quite the contrary.
Not at all. I have other clues to follow, experiments to perform. That said...
Experiments? The last time you mentioned that word, you left Flame confused in a library.
I would be pleased if someone who could use their relic with all their might would join in my research.
What? You don't mean me, do you?
Well, who else would he...
Now that you mention it, I suppose you would fit the bill.
Sure seems that's what you were getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. When the war's over, I'll help with your research.
Oh, you will?
I figure if I don't do it, he'll find some other poor soul to bother.
Right you are.
Like I'm keeping a high-maintenance cat. You're endlessly curious.
I am not being kept. The sentiment is welcome, but I am still not a cat.
Interesting. Well, that's the end for Catherine. Now we go to Eloise, who has 1, 2, 3, just 4? Yes, just 4. And they're all probably gonna be... No, we've actually already seen Burn, so we only have 3. I think we're gonna end with Mercy, because that... Or, yeah, we'll start with Leone.
So that's it. I'm going to be a great mercenary just like Captain Gerald.
Good for you.
Ha! You skipped right to the conclusion. That's exactly what Gerald would do.
Right? This is the start of the conversation. She was like, so that's it.
I know. I picked that up from him, too.
That might not be the finest trait of his to emulate. In the end, it comes down to combat skill. Regardless, I'm happy to hear you say all this.
Why's that?
I've strived to become a knight at the level of Captain Gerald. But I'm an old man. I've come to accept that I will never be his match.
No, don't say that. You can't give up.
No, it's quite all right. I know myself and what I'm capable of. But you're still young. Youth is a weapon of the utmost power. Infinite possibility.
That is also an excellent quote.
We are both inspired by Captain Gerald. So I hereby bequeath to you my lofty ambitions.
That's... wow. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
No need to cry, Leone. I'm relieved. My dream is in good hands with you.
This is nice.
Captain Gerald is looking down proudly on you, I'm sure. Will you carry on his legacy?
Of course I will. Definitely.
Gerald 2.0.
Leonie, do you remember the story I told you once about what happened at the inn?
The hatchet throwing? Sure, I remember. Why?
Gerald ran up quite a tab with all his drinking, and he left without paying. Now his debt is due. And, as you have declared that you'll carry on his legacy, you see where I'm going with this.
Wait, what? That's got nothing to do with me.
Oh, yes it does.
Nothing to do with me either. I don't drink. Even so, all this time, I've been paying it back little by little.
And now it's yours.
This place. He owes money in towns all over Fodlan. I haven't been able to step into a tavern anywhere without being badgered for payment. Ugh, so exhausting. But now, I can say that the debts are for you to cover.
True.
You're still young, so I'm sure you'll manage in time. Thank you, Leonie.
Hold on, that's a joke, right? Hey, get back here!
Nope.
Take your lofty ambitions back! Your stupid debts!
I didn't think that's where I was going. That man's just pawned off the debt. Good job, Alois. He's smarter than we thought. That man's a genius. Never forget. Alright, Shamir, you're up.
Listen, Shamir. I want to apologize for the conversation we had. I really embarrassed myself.
No need to apologize. I was not bothered.
I just want to make one thing clear. I don't resent my missions as a knight. I will complete any mission I'm told to carry out.
I know. In fact, you are the most loyal knight I have fought beside. You are no coward.
I think I am a coward, actually. Every night I fret about ghosts that don't really exist. I wish I could be as strong as you are. The fact is, I'm weak. There's nothing I can do to change it.
You should not mistake your kindness for weakness. You contemplate the lives you have taken because you care, even when the emotions may be frivolous. That is something I am not capable of.
Caring?
I am not the only one who has noticed. Everyone else sees your kindness and wishes to share in it.
Shamir.
It's okay to hold on to the ghosts of your past. They are a part of who you are. But you cannot let them hold onto you. If you are sad, others will notice and share in that as well.
Fair.
I see. That makes sense. Optimism. Cheery old Alois, that's me.
He recovered quickly and with surprising energy. Alois has many qualities I could never emulate. His positive and kind nature gives strength to those around him. Even to this Dagdan mercenary trying to find her place in an unfamiliar land.
Oh.
Shamir, stop lagging, start lagging.
Then again, he has many qualities that I do not wish to emulate.
Oh, man. I'm looking at Shamir. We'll have 3 for Shamir. Man. Okay, Alois. We still have you and Mercy. The one that I've been saving. Go for it. Will Alois survive a ghost story?
Over?
Yes, that's all there is. You listened all the way to the end.
Oh, Mercedes, thank you. And I didn't cover my ears even once.
You did it.
There's no need to thank me. You're the one who did all the hard work. You should be proud of yourself. Now you can face any challenge on the battlefield without fear.
No fear.
I had always planned on working in the monastery once the war was over. But seeing knights like you makes me consider joining up.
Oh.
You want to join the Knights of Certs?
That's shocking.
Helping those in need with the goddess always at my side? I can't think of a better way to live.
I think the Knights of Certs wouldn't be quite what you expect.
I
As a
agree.
knight myself, I slew countless foes. I shudder at the memory of my own deeds. The corpses I made, heaped in a pile, would be like a mountain. I suppose that's why I'm so frightened of ghosts. What if they appear before me, seeking revenge? Perhaps it's a silly thing to worry about, but still.
I'm well aware of the nature of a knight's duty, but I no longer have anything to fear. I've been on the battlefield. I've killed my enemies many times.
She says with a smile on her face.
I see. What would your parents think about you planning to become a knight?
Don't think she cares.
My mother would respect my wishes, but my adoptive father would need to be persuaded.
Before you talk to them, I had better relate some of the darker chapters in the knight's history. It's your turn to listen, Mercedes.
Ooh.
Thank you, Eloise. And you should know, I intend to improve my ghost storytelling as well.
You'll be spooked.
Pardon?
He's like, what?
If I want to continue helping you, I'll have to seek out much scarier stories to share.
Alois is like, maybe you shouldn't, no.
Well, you needn't go to any trouble.
Nonsense. It's no trouble at all. Besides, we have to help each other the best we can.
Alois is like, what have I gotten myself into?
Suppose that's true. Thank you.
Poor boy. He finally survived a ghost story and he's like, oh, there's gonna be worse ones? Whoops. Let's see. So we're through Alois, we gotta get through Cyril, Shamir, and Hilda. And I think we should maybe do them in that order. Let's start with Hilda, actually, because she's got a bunch. Yeah, she has a bunch. Let's start with the ones that only have B. So Annette.
Ooh, you're keeping your room really tidy these days, Hilda.
Ooh.
I'm pretty good at cleaning, I found out. I guess I was being lazy before.
Really, Sherlock?
I figured that if I left it to somebody else, I might lose another vase.
I'm sorry again about that. And about all of the other things I knocked over, too.
Yeah, the shelves and the chairs and my clothes and my makeup.
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I put everything back, didn't I?
Right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Kind of.
You know, Annette, you should try to be a little more selfish.
What?
That was a quick change of subject.
Right?
You said how hard you've been working not to disappoint your family. You cleaned my room, or tried to, because I was feeling overwhelmed. You're always taking on other people's burdens.
You might be right. It could be nice to do something for myself sometime. But if I hadn't tried hard for other people's sakes, maybe I wouldn't have tried at all.
Oh.
I might not have made it this far. So really, I don't regret a thing. Who I am now is the sum of everything I've done.
You're so soft-hearted, Annette.
You really think so?
I didn't mean it as a compliment. But anyway, I just thought of something you can do for me. You can take a nap with me.
I'm sorry, what?
A nap? But I'm not done with my chores.
Yeah, I could use a little shut-eye, and it feels nice to snuggle up with someone. So, why don't we lie down for a bit?
Are you sure it's okay to nap right now? I still have stuff to do for the professor.
For Skylord?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Later I'll help you with your stuff, and it'll be done in no time.
Will you, Hilda?
Oh, fine. Just for a bit. The sunlight coming through the window is awfully nice.
Isn't it? Nothing better than a nice lazy nap in the middle of the day.
I agree.
It really is relaxing.
Oh, she's knocked out.
Already dozing. She must have needed this nap really bad.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've seen anyone nap in this game besides Linhardt.
I'm feeling a little drowsy myself. Sleep well, Annette.
You got a nut to take a nap. Who would've thunk? Alright, Hilda, we're still doing Hilda. You have Mercy and Sylvain. Let's do Mercy next. Since you swindled her last time.
Hilda?
You swindled everybody!
Anything troubling you today? Nope, nothing. If there was, I don't think I'd ask for your help.
Wow, why not?
Sorry to hear that. Have I done something to upset you? Not exactly. You go overboard helping me is all. You do way, way too much. So I feel guilty, like I'm putting you out.
Goodness, it was never my intention to have you worry about me.
Right?
Can I ask you something?
Of course, what is it?
What are you doing today?
Following my morning prayers, I'll be cleaning the altar, then caring for the flowers in the greenhouse. Then it's off to the library to help organize and sort, then to the dining hall to wipe down the tables and chairs. The floors could use a good polish too. Oh, and the weather's so nice that I might air out the bedding. After that, it's...
Wow, you're still not done? There's more?
Right?
Well, the dishcloths in the dining hall are all frayed, so I was hoping to mend them.
Sewing? Don't you think that's too much?
Right?
Whatever do you mean? And why are you speaking so loudly all of a sudden?
'Cause she's yelling!
I'll help with the dining hall, but I am not sewing.
That would be delightful.
She was like, I'll help you with your day. And then she was like, you're doing all of it?
Everyone asks you for help, and you always say yes, don't you?
Yes.
I suppose. I believe it's important to help where you can. If you see someone in trouble, you can't leave them, can you?
You can.
You're too kind, Mercedes. Literally, I can't empathize.
I'm sure you can. You and I are very similar in that way.
What do you mean?
Are you serious? How? We have nothing in common.
It's true, if I were to pick two people in this game who were polar opposites, I think I might choose Hilda and Mercy.
That may be so, but you thought I was in trouble, and you agreed to help, didn't you?
Yeah?
Well, I mean, yes.
I guess.
That's exactly what I do. I'm so happy to have found a kindred spirit.
Mercy, I don't know if that's
what makes you happy? Okay. Kindred spirits. Let's go with that.
Hilda's like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah.
At my side, I can take on even more responsibilities.
No.
Not a chance.
There you go. Mercy. Mercy me, Mercy Hilda, okay. We got Sylvain, you two, and then you two. So we still, yeah, we do have a lot of Hilda. Go at Sylvain. Get your revenge.
Lovely as ever. I swear, when you're around, the sun shines brighter and everything sparkles.
Sylvain, you're looking superb as always.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Are you going out today? If you do, then be careful. I'd hate to think you might hurt your foot again.
My foot? Oh, yes. You mean that time you helped me with the books? No need to worry. The foot's fine now. Even better than it was before.
Shocking.
I noticed, you know, since I'm always looking at cute girls, and you are one of the cuter ones, your foot was better during the battle. You were running all over, just a regular warrior princess. And less than a day after such a terrible injury.
My friends were depending on me, so I just had to fight through the pain.
Hilda, please don't lie to me. I knew your foot wasn't really hurt, but I returned your books anyway. Take it from a guy who does his fair share of pretending to be someone he's not. And I say this as a friend, you are a terrible liar.
Wow.
And those books you left in your room for so long, teachers and classmates needed those. So stop lying. And maybe stop being quite as selfish, too.
I did not expect a whole, like, lecture from this man.
You saw right through me. Honestly, I'd completely forgotten that I still had those books. I really was going to return them. Did the librarian say anything to you?
Probably.
Oh, yeah. I got an earful of yelling and accusations meant for you.
Huh? Didn't you just say it was my fault?
Nah, I figured the librarian would feel better if they just let loose. No reason to make them wait for you.
I'm so sorry. You got a tongue lashing that should have been directed at me.
Tell you what, all will be forgiven if you promise 3 things. Stop lying, take responsibility, and fall madly in love with me.
Oh, you can do one.
Sylvain, I do love you, you know? I just wouldn't want you for a husband.
Wow.
What? Why not?
Shots.
Well, not to offend you, but I can't help but feel that your niceness is somehow shallow.
Yeah.
My brother would probably cut you into pieces the moment he saw your face.
Your brother sounds
Terrifying, actually.
Yep, that's wholesome.
We're losing the thread a bit here. Evidently, you can see through my act, so I'll just be straightforward about taking advantage of you.
What?
Well, I'll take what I can get. Just don't go causing trouble for guys who aren't me.
No promises.
It's a deal. Goodbye for now, Sylvain.
No, she's going to continue causing trouble. That's what Hilda does best. Causing trouble. Alright, so we got these 4. We'll start with... I think I might want to end with Caspar. No, I want to end with Baltus. Let's start with Ferdy.
Oh dear, I'm thirsty again. If only I had a drink.
I have some tea. You are welcome to drink some.
Oh dear, I forgot to get my...
I found it. Here it is.
What? How'd you know?
Oh dear, I didn't return my library book.
I returned your book a little while ago.
What?
Oh, thank you.
How? How on earth?
And how did you get so good at doing things for me? It's like you know what I need before I do.
Right?
I have lots of practice fielding your requests.
True.
All I need to do is think for a bit, and I know what you need. I can practically read your mind.
Oh, you know what it's like in here, huh? Okay, tell me what I'm thinking about right now.
You want a snack?
Sorry, nice try. Actually, I was thinking I've become quite fond of you.
I suppose that is inevitable. I am rather fond of you as well. I find your laziness endearing.
I'm sorry, what?
Hey, the fond thing was just a joke. Really. I was thinking about tea. Kinda thirsty.
I admire you, Hilda.
You what?
Admire.
I said I admire you. You are gifted and accomplished. I used to underestimate you.
She's very clever.
Kidding, didn't I? This is all a bit...
You feigned sloth to obscure the considerable breadth and depth of your talents.
True.
Such delicate discretion. Such noble prudence. If only I could emulate.
Goodness, he's not wrong, though.
I've been called prudent before, but I like hearing you say it. Thank you. You're good at giving compliments. In return for all your help, I promise that I'll keep being prudent.
I appreciate
My
that.
goodness.
Shall we go?
Huh? Go where?
To get some tea. You were thirsty.
I thought you wanted some tea.
Right?
The dining hall is the place for that.
Correct.
Oh, Ferdinand, you're too kind.
He is far too kind. That nose is like... Your slothness. Oh man, okay. Caspar... We'll do Cyril now.
Hi, Cyril. Starting to clean, huh?
Hilda?
Uh-oh.
Personally, I'm all worn out from carrying water and fodder for the horses. I'm going to rest here a sec.
Whoa, tired? Water? Horses? Are you saying you did work all by yourself?
He's like, what?
What else was I supposed to do? You weren't here to help.
Okay, I get it. You did the work because you couldn't find nobody else to do it for you.
Probably.
I was waiting for you. Because look.
What? A note? A letter?
A letter?
I can't read.
I told you I'm always getting letters from my brother. I wrote about you in a couple of mine.
You're talking about me behind my back? Honestly, you're so...
Hey.
We didn't say anything bad. In fact, well, listen up. Here's what my brother wrote.
Go on.
Be he Almiran or no, any young man with compassion and good conduct is worthy of respect. Character is what really matters, not the place of one's birth.
Agreed.
Huh, that's pretty nice. Especially since it was from a noble who battles Almirans.
Right?
Right? He's a funny one, but for the first time, I really respect him. So thoughtful and tolerant.
That letter makes me happy. A lot of people look down on me just because I'm Almiran. So, you know, it's nice to hear somebody accept me as just another person.
Now hold on. Don't look down on Cyril because he is Almiran. I look down on him because he's Cyril. This is character.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I've accepted you from the start. I mean, you're so helpful. You do everything I ask.
Yo?
That's not acceptance. That's relying on somebody else to do your work.
He's not
What
wrong.
you ought to do is be a grown-up who your brother doesn't need to worry about so much.
Also true.
Plenty grown up. I just brought food and water for the horses, all on my own.
Being proud of doing what you're supposed to be doing just means you're lazy the rest of the time. Though, I gotta admit, being relied on is kinda nice.
In that case, from now on, I'll rely on you even more.
That's not what he meant.
Let's see. First, I need you to...
That's not what he meant.
Time to get back to work.
Hey, hold up!
And you ran after him. Poor Cyril. Not even poor Hilda. Hilda, we gotta work on you. We'll end with Baltus. We'll do Caspar. These two had some good scenes.
Hey, Hilda, can I ask you something?
Hey, Caspar. Sure, go ahead.
Well, you know that thing you do where you flirt with guys and get them to do stuff for you?
Yeah, you don't do that with Caspar.
Why don't you ever do that with me?
Oh, you want me to take advantage of you, eh? I'm happy to oblige.
She's so open about
You're
it.
surprisingly sharp.
You know, Wait, surprisingly? What's that supposed to mean?
I didn't think there was much point in taking advantage of you. You're not one to do favors. So I just never bothered. It seems like less trouble to do things myself.
Wow.
You really think I'm so heartless that I wouldn't be willing to help you out? I'd be happy to help, depending on what it is you need.
Exactly.
That's not my style, though. I don't ask people to do favors for me.
Right.
I prefer for them to notice what I want and offer to do it themselves.
She's right. My gosh, she does exactly that.
You're not attentive enough to notice. But you do notice that I'm working my charms on others. How bizarre.
Right?
I guess that makes sense. Sorry I've been so oblivious to your needs. But why can't you just ask?
Well, when I ask someone for help, it's awkward for them to say no. So they go along with it, even if they don't want to.
Interesting.
But when they offer to help, everyone feels better about themselves.
She's not wrong.
Sure, but if your plan is to guilt someone into offering their help, isn't that the same? Or worse?
No.
Oh, my dear Caspar. Guilt isn't why they offer. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to feel like I'm constraining you. I like your carefree lifestyle.
I'm not sure I follow, but I like the way you live too. Not being tied down by anything or anyone sounds like a pretty easy life. I get that. If there's anything you really need help with, though, don't be afraid to ask me. Sometimes you can't afford to wait around for someone else to notice.
Wow.
That's sweet, Caspar. Thanks. Well, since you're offering, why don't you come to my room? I thought of something you can do for me.
Oh, hello.
Your room? Are you redecorating? Or moving out?
You're really oblivious, huh? I don't know what to do with you, Caspar.
I don't follow.
I, could use some help carrying luggage.
Is that it? That's no problem at all.
Wait. Oh no. I liked their scene a lot. I did. So, hold on. Okay. Alright, I'm still fine. Baltus, let's see. You got some tough competition.
Balti? Still training at this hour? How unexpectedly diligent of you.
True.
Ah, Hilda! How are things? Anything of note to report?
No? I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, I don't know. You haven't been approached by any lovelorn goons lately?
Lovelorn goons?
Now that you mention it, it's been a few days since any guys have flirted with me.
Fantastic, they got the hint.
I'm sorry, what?
Whoa, wait a second.
Are you pulling some weird prank on me?
Of course not. I'm just doing my best to keep my promise to Holst, that's all.
What promise?
Oh, not this
Oh,
again.
right.
That was ages ago. I'm sure my brother's forgotten all about it.
Holst never forgets.
Dead wrong, pal. I actually had the chance to see him recently.
Huh.
And he had a new request for me.
When did you see him?
What? He told you to get rid of any guys who show interest in me so that I stay his innocent little sister forever?
That sounds more like Sedith than Holst.
True.
Fair point. What was the request?
Guys here have the gall to consider you a potential bride. It's my job to test them, see if they're worthy.
Ah.
I don't like where this is going.
So I fight them all.
Since Holst isn't here to do the honors, I've spread the word that nobody is fit to marry you unless they can defeat the great king of grappling in a fight.
Oh gosh.
What? That's exactly the same as getting rid of them.
True.
How so? It only eliminates the guys who are dumb enough to take up the challenge.
No, it doesn't.
No one is that dumb. No one around here thinks they can beat the stupendous king of grappling or whatever.
Right?
That's why I leveled the playing field by allowing sneak attacks.
Oh.
Many have already tried their luck.
Oh.
One guy actually tried to strangle me in my sleep.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, a sleep strangler. He sounds like husband material.
And that's why I've been training so much. Can't let you end up with some weakling after all.
This is madness.
No, this is
If you
Patrick.
keep getting stronger, there won't be anyone who fits the bill.
Except.
True. You could spend your whole life searching and never find a match for Balthus the Great.
True.
The only people who stand a chance are Holst and me.
Well,
To
you can't
prove
marry
that you're
Holst.
worthy of my hand in marriage, you're going to fight yourself.
True. I mean, look. It'll be a draw.
I always knew I was my own enemy. One day I'll finally meet my equal in battle. Me.
So you're going to punch yourself out? Is that your idea of a romantic gesture?
Yes.
When that fateful day arrives, Hilda, I want you to know that I intend to keep my word.
Huh. A girl could do worse, I suppose.
Interesting. Balthus, you're a character. Okay, who else? Whom else? So we've gotten through Hilda now. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling Hilda and Caspar, but Hilda and Balthus, we'll see what happens. The only ones I'm dead set on, it's my boy. It's my boy, Sedith and Manuela. Catherine almost stole it from me, but I'm still feeling Sedith and Manuela. We finished all of you, so it is just... Yeah, it's just you and you left. Crazy, right? Alright, let's start with... I feel like it's only fitting that we end with Cyril. Right? Right, okay. Let's do it. Let's start with you and Leonie.
Guess that's enough for now.
You're improving, Leonie. No doubt a result of your new training routine.
Right, about that. I've been doing everything you said, but...
Something wrong?
Not with my archery, but... I'm not getting any better at dealing with bugs.
Oh.
Even with all the practice, I just can't bring myself to look at a real live spider.
You're still aiming at the spiders I instructed you to draw? Let me see one.
Are they terrible?
Sure, here.
What is this?
What do you mean, what is it? It's a spider!
Ah, yes. I see now. It's quite... well, it's...
Okay, so after I heard Sedith laugh, I started thinking about it and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a scene where Shamir's laughing, but here we are.
What's so funny?
I'm sorry. I lost my composure for a moment.
Which has never
Your
happened.
drawing is absolutely ridiculous.
It's worse when you say it like that.
Ridiculous? That's what they look like, isn't it?
No.
Do you know how many legs a spider has? Or what its body looks like? Or ever seen one at all?
I just told you I can't even look at the little monsters.
A lack of subtlety no doubt learned from your former mentor.
Huh.
Regardless, Aiming at this target won't help you overcome your fears. Here, use one of my drawings instead. Consider it an apology for my outburst.
No.
Oh, why did you have to be so detailed?
This much detail is necessary if you wish to identify your enemy's weak points.
True.
Oh, it's too much. I can't stand the sight of it.
This is guaranteed to help overcome your fears and improve your archery in the process.
Yeah.
So, archery's secondary now, is it?
Yes.
You want to be a peerless mercenary, right? You'll never accomplish that if you're afraid of something as innocuous as a bug.
Right?
When you put it that way, I guess I'll have to. Okay, Shamir, you've talked me into it. First, I'll take out the drawings, and then I'll move on to the real thing.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing fewer spiders around here.
I was gonna say, I've never seen Shamir laugh. And there it is. Incredible. Alright. Let's keep on keeping on. Ignatz, and then Cyril, and then you're done, and then we only have Cyril's left of you.
To put it plainly, no, I do not dislike you.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad I asked.
So he does care. Why were you asking me about the world outside Fodlan before?
There's so much I have yet to see. Even these days, when it's ravaged by conflict, the world is so diverse. Buildings and landscapes and geography differ vastly from place to place. There's so much variety within Fodlan, and the outside world must be even more varied. I feel so inspired just thinking about it. So, I'd like to travel there someday.
I see. You should go.
You think so?
I told you before, in order to know the world, you have to experience it for yourself.
True.
There is much to see. Even simple things. Flowers, food, varieties that don't exist in Fodlan. New smells, new tastes. I could tell you about them, but you would only imagine them, not comprehend them. If you want true understanding, go out into the world. See it with your eyes, feel it with your skin. Speak to its people. Then you will know.
Yes. Perhaps so.
Is there something else?
You've never talked to me like this before, Shamir.
Right?
It's nothing.
Sorry.
Hearing you talk about exploring the world made me think about what I should do with myself.
Wow.
Do you have plans for the future? After the war?
Not yet. You're ahead of me there. I must find my own path.
Ahead of you, Shamir? I highly doubt that.
If you have time for empty compliments, you have time to encourage me instead.
True.
Yes, of course. Shamir, may you find success in everything you do.
Thank you, Ignatz. I'll do my best.
Oh. That was nice. Wasn't the smoothness that I expected from Ignatz, but it's hard to crack the tough nut that is Shamir. Alright, Cyril, you're up.
Listen carefully, Cyril. This is important. Are you interested in becoming a better archer?
Yeah. I always want to get better.
Good, take these ridiculous spiders that Leone drew.
Good. Then you need to find another teacher.
Whoa.
What? Why would I need another teacher?
Because I said so.
Have I done something wrong, Shamir?
No.
Not at all.
Are you an equal now?
Why do I need a new teacher then?
I simply have nothing left to teach you.
Huh.
Nah, that can't be true.
It is. Your fighting style is fundamentally different from mine. I'm a sniper. I find a secluded spot on the battlefield and pick my enemies off one by one. But you're a harrier. You weave in and out of the battlefield, assailing the enemy with rapid fire.
A sniper and a harrier?
Two different things.
Correct. And your progress has revealed where your strengths lie. I've taught you as much as I can. You'll have to find a teacher who specializes in your tactics if you wish to grow.
Yeah. It's true.
No, you're my teacher. That's how I want things. I don't know about specializations or whatever, but I know I don't want a different teacher.
Then you'll never improve.
I'm fine with you, and I don't want anyone else.
Stubborn. Classic
I
Cyril.
only want you, forever and ever.
Oh, hello.
Okay, Cyril, let's forget this conversation ever happened. And thank you. Now, stop standing around. We've work to do.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
God. This man is flushed. I would be too if he just had a tantrum, basically. Alright, the last few. We came a long way, but we only have 3 more to view. And I think we're ending with Lysithea. Let's start with Petra.
Cyril, how is your bow training progressing?
I think maybe I've gotten better.
Shamir just said you were great.
It feels a lot easier to ready the bow lately.
That is a nice thing to be hearing. You have my support with your efforts.
I do?
Of course.
Yes. I am always cheering you on. I am long feeling a great affinity with you. Our positions are dissimilar, but our situations have great similarities. That is why I am always trying hard to be supporting and protecting you.
You mean you've been cheering me on all along? That's nice to hear. Well, in that case, I'll support you too.
You will? That gives me great joy.
It makes you happy? It's gonna sound funny, but hearing you say that makes me feel happy too. You know, I just realized that well, when you talk, it's kind of powerful. It's like everything you say feels real nice and reassuring. Just listening to you makes me feel better about everything. I think it's a special talent you have.
Words can be said by anyone. Alone, they are without power. What is meaningful is how you are feeling. I am hoping I can learn to use words well, to convey my feelings. That is my wish. I am still learning. My words are not coming out as properly as I am wanting.
Maybe the words aren't, but the feelings behind them are. I really do think you're special. Now that I know you're supporting me, I'm going to work real hard not to let you down. And I hope someday I can get strong enough to inspire you the same way you inspire me.
You have already been achieving that goal. You already have great strength.
You really think so? Nah, I still got a long way to go.
Yeah, he does. A whole long way to go.
I'm not tough enough to match you yet, so I'm gonna get stronger. Stronger and stronger so I can support you forever.
Forever?
Stronger and stronger? So you can be supporting me forever?
Yeah, forever and ever.
Oh man.
Even when I am being an old woman? It will be a difficulty then.
Sure, even when you're an old woman, I'll be an old man right beside you, doing my best.
Old woman Petra and old man Cyril supporting each other. I am looking forward to it.
Oh.
Yeah, that does sound nice.
Okay, well that was nice. Okay, he's got one nice scene. Just one. Just one. Actually, the both of these will probably be nice too. Gosh darn it.
No good. I've lost sight of them completely, and those monsters might still be out there.
However,
I'd better get back to the monastery before dark.
Ash!
I was gonna say friends help friends.
Ash! I finally found you.
Cyril? What are you doing here? You're awfully far from your post.
I'd heard you'd gone missing, so I started looking for you everywhere. Here, I brought you a map. You can use this to get home later, right?
You came all this way for that? Alone? It's dangerous out here.
Yeah, but friends help friends.
Am I being a nuisance?
No. Not at all.
Well, of course not. This is a big help, actually. You took a serious risk coming out here, though.
But I thought we were friends. That's what you told me, Ash. You said friends help each other when they're in trouble.
Alright, well...
I did say that. You're right. Come on, let's get back to the monastery. I could use your help finding the way.
I know you could. That's why I came out here. Oh no, I just thought about it. I'm gonna be in trouble when I get back, huh?
No.
Maybe.
Leaving your post is against orders. But don't worry, I'll take a share of the punishment.
What? Why? You did nothing wrong.
True. We're friends, though, aren't we?
That we are.
Friends gotta get punished together, too? I don't know about all that.
Yeah, maybe
I
not
wouldn't
so
put it
much.
like that. I'd say friends stick together, through good and bad. So, let's split the blame. That's what friends are for.
Wow, so that's what friends are for.
Wow.
Okay then, when you're in trouble next time and you need my help, I'll go with you to get punished.
Good. I hope you remember that, because I think we're going to be friends for a long time.
You betcha. Friends for life, Ash. That's a promise.
Okay. Alright, he's got a couple good scenes. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, last one. Here we go. The last support scene.
I did it! I did it! Okay, so next up is...
What's this letter all about? Doesn't appear to have a sender written anywhere. This handwriting is so sloppy. Wow.
lmao.
Dear Lysithea, I read the book you gave me. This must be from Cyril. He's learning so quickly.
Oh.
It was hard and it got more easy, more I tried it, and it was fun and I learned new stuff.
This is adorable.
That's the spirit.
Oh.
Thanks you for helping me to read and to write. You are so welcome.
Oh.
Some things are hard to say and easy to write. I know just what you mean. I want to read more and learn writing better. You're already doing so well with this. I can see how hard you're working.
Oh.
I am glad you are my friend. It makes me bappy.
Bappy.
Hey, Lysithea! Last night I finished reading the book you lent me.
Yeah, she read all about it.
I wanted to tell you right away, but it was late, so I tried to write a letter. Lysithea?
Cyril, you sweet little...
Oh.
Did I do something wrong? I don't know what you're trying to say.
Some feelings can't be verbalized or put into writing. Just... Look, it's just that...
I'm sorry. I really don't know what you're trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm bappy too.
Bappy?
That's what you wrote.
Let's keep studying and spending time together, okay?
Oh, I get you now. That sounds great, Lysithea.
Huh. Okay, well, that was actually rather pleasant. I'm gonna have to, leave the save file and be right back, but that's all the scenes. Alright. So, now, we got 3 weeks. Let's explore. I think after the 30th, I probably have to select a who to wed. So we are going to explore today. Solely to raise everyone's motivation. And also spend the funds that we earned from battling.
Oh. No.
I think I've decided the fateful 8 that we need. Or 9, rather. Aloise, Catherine, Shamir, Cyril, Sedith, Flame, Hilda. I think I've decided who I want for all of them. In terms of the fates. I'm gonna come
Hey,
first.
welcome. You have a good eye.
There should be enough for like
A pleasure.
5,000
You have a good eye.
renown, maybe a little bit more.
A
Should be a little
You
bit
have
more.
a good eye.
We might have enough
You have a good
for.
eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye.
10,000.
A pleasure.
Maybe
You
a little
have
bit
a
more.
good
than
eye.
10,000. No, a little bit less than 10,000. A little bit
A
more than
pleasure
10,000.
doing.
Around
You have a
10,000.
good
Actually.
eye.
Just under 10,000.
A pleasure to come again.
But that's also. We can also sell things.
And hopefully...
Secret shop.
Welcome.
Sell. I know someone picked up a Boolean. I don't remember what size it was. Hopefully it's large. it was you.
Is that the
It's
one?
just the one.
Thanks
That
a
kinda
bunch.
sucks.
Come back
But
soon.
everyone counts. We can also probably sell a whole bunch of the just junk that we have in the
You there? Thank you so much.
the inventory.
Yeah.
So
Professor.
yes, that's me. How old are you too? We're gonna feast. However, we don't have a lot of stuff, do we? Okay, so here's the deal. We have to feast with you two. Have to. They're the ones that I need the most. So I have set things up pretty much how I think that they're gonna go for all of the paired endings. However, there's a little room for variance because I know for a fact that I could all be thrown through a loop if I get 5 perfects with someone who I did not expect.
You have a good eye.
And by did not expect, I mean...
A pleasure doing business. You have a good eye.
If I get 5 perfects with anybody.
You have a good eye.
Except for the,
You have
the
a
3
good
people
eye.
I'm kind of like rotating between.
A pleasure. You have a good
But for
eye.
those 3 people, I have a different ending for them.
You have a good eye.
Should I not pick them?
A pleasure. You have a good eye.
Ooh, you see? We're out of gold.
Come again.
We'll end on, we have like 1,880. Okay. Now we're good. In fact, I think we have... Unless something weird happens, we have ending with everyone except for 2 people. Just like last time, but it's a different 2 people.
Thank you.
Now, I've gotten endings with them several times, so I don't feel too bad about it.
I am grateful.
Feel kind of bad about one of them, but
Oh, wow, thanks.
don't feel the worst about it. Let's see how this training goes, because I could screw everything up, though. Instruct manually. Imagine I clicked instruct automatically. Let's see. Instruct. We definitely have to instruct Cyril and Hilda. Cyril, we gotta get you some good punching. So I need you to get at least 1 perfect, please. Please.
Feeling.
He's not gonna get any perfects. Oh, child, things are gonna get easier. Alright. Who else? Hilda? Yes. So I don't know. I think it might be better to get you up here. You know? Good.
This'll be helpful.
Good job. Budding talent. Now excels in that. Seal speed. What does that do?
Here.
I actually didn't want to do
was
that. I wanted to put a piece here.
I think.
Okay, cool. Alright, so... we'll have to see about that. She might get close to getting it before the final battle. Now we're just goofing around. Who would I not be super upset about? Constance, we'll start with you. And we'll start by giving you some more punch, why not? Well,
I could do it.
didn't look like any perfects, a shame. Shamir, you're up next. Let's see. Because we have 4 more to do. Not a perfect, that's fine. Granted, Shamir and Constance are both on the list for maybe, so that wouldn't have really thrown me off. We haven't trained Flane in a long time, sure, why not? Here.
I have done it.
That's just 1,
No.
so we're fine.
I have done it.
Everyone messes up after 2. Everyone messes up after 2.
I would like.
Flane would have ruined my plans, but she got 3. Leonie technically wouldn't ruin my plans, but you know, it is what it is. We'll do Bernie. Just because I use Bernie. Here. Not 5 perfects. Okay. I'm almost rooting for not 5 perfects now. Oh, she got rescue now. That is useful. Actually useful. Okay. Glad we did that. Petra we may or may not use is the real question. So we can go ahead and train her, that's fine. We'll have more training to do, so it's whatever. We'll do this. Yeah.
You have...
Grade 4. That's better than it was. No perfects, unfortunately. Now we are through. No 5 perfects, which means things are still looking okay. So here's the deal. Do I want you to just learn... I think I might. I think I just want you to stick to riding and nothing else. Yes. Because she gets heavy heavy armor from battles. And you have riding up here on the group task, correct? Yes. Alright, then let's keep going.
Professor.
No, you will not be a... No, you will not be a bow knight. Foolishness. Whose birthday is this? Leonie's. Just give her flowers. We almost didn't have enough for that. That's hilarious. We only have 1,800 gold. Not anymore. Let's see. Hopefully they get a perfect and Hilda gets a lot more riding.
Hilda did.
I know.
Good. Okay, let's see what happened.
I always was a quick...
Whatever. Okay, she's the only one who leveled up. Great, you love to see that. Something we love to see. Okay. Let's see if we can take this cert. Because if we can try it with either one of them, we're going to try it. Cyril will check you first. It looks probably like no. But is your... I don't think you upped anything either. You're at 21 for the War Master. That's... We could... I think we'll be able to get him to 30%. He sucks in battle, so it's kind of tough to get him to get the kills. But we'll see what happens. Hilda, on the other hand, could get close to being able to... She can try it, at least. And she's got a 50-50. You guys know I'm all for the 50-50s. Rarely do we hit the 50-50s on the first chance, but let me tell you, those song... Okay, well, she'll have, what, 2 more opportunities? 2 more opportunities? We shouldn't miss that. We shouldn't miss that. Now, here's the thing. You can't take another one. That sucks. I was going to say, should we start with the Paladin? Maybe we should have done that. However, I think we're fine as is. I think we'll be able to get the both of them. I think we'll need some good RNG on the 30th. And the 31st, because those are 2 different days. Explore? No, we're battling. We have to battle. We have to battle today. And I have to do this one, because that's going to give me the most experience for Cyril. I think we might be able to get it done. So I'll be right back. Okay, we got Cyril to, I think, C punching. Yeah, I'll save that. So, he might be able to try for War Master. He'd probably get like a 30% chance. Which is unfortunate. We still have Hilda with her 50-50. I don't think she leveled up heavy armor. She might have. It's possible. But I don't think that she did. This will be the last training. Unfortunately, I can't train either of them. Because their motivation won't be up. This is the last training we'll ever do. Yeah, that didn't hit. This is the last one. Alright, well. Yuri, my boy. All-around legend. That's not 5 perfects. You might get 4 again. You getting 4 again would be beautiful. I think you were the first one to get 4, and I was like, sir? We'll do Alois. No, we don't need to do Alois. We'll do Leone. Because, you know, I'm always keen to like, hey, maybe Leone. But it's not going to be Leone. Not 5 perfects. Maybe we'll just... I'm certain that it's possible to get 5 perfects. I've gotten 4. We'll do Ingrid, because I love her voice. Go ahead. Imagine if Ingrid didn't touch her once this game, got 5 perfects. I would have gone crazy. She got 2, 3. She tried. She was like, I'm not out of this one yet. Annette, who's in the top 3 right now. Okay, she got 1. That's fine. She got 1. That's fine. Respectable, respectable. As long as you get 1, it's respectable. Respectable attempt. We use our homie here. He could probably use some more faith, to be completely honest. We can't even marry Ferdy, but that's just, he's just useful. 2 more we'll spend on people who we potentially can marry. We'll try Mercy. I think I'd be really mad if it were Mercy. It won't be Mercy. We're good. I would have been mad if it were Mercy. Mercy was nowhere near my floating 3. I've grown to like Mercy as a character, but I would have been mad. I guess the last one we'll try is Marianne? Yeah. Marianne, you're the only one who can throw a wrench into the plans. Are you gonna do it? Nope. That's a negative. She's like, no. She got a perfect at the end though, so respectable. Okay. So that means I can actually make a decision. That's gonna stay the same. Goals are still gonna stay the same. I think we're just gonna continue, and anyone want to change things? No. 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 Yes, no. So we're really hoping. I don't think Cyril will have enough to level up anything. I personally leveled up his punching. He got better. I won't lie. He got good enough where I could send him into battle and not worry too much about him. I still had Happy like in the background, like I can cross map heal. And she got perfect, that's nice. Oh, that's probably Balthus's. Yeah. I was gonna say alright, let's see. Cyril's lower down. So is Hilda. Nope. Nope. This is C-punch.
I've learned a thing or two. Technique never.
Okay. It's the last day. What are we gonna do? We got Certs. Can Cyril take War Master now? He can, that's what I thought. Will it be like 30%? 43%. Don't disappoint me. He didn't disappoint me. You know what? You know what? Real recognize real. He did do that. He did it when I needed him to. I'm gonna make sure he does what he... Real recognize real. He's gonna do what he needs to do in the final battle, and I'm not gonna be mad about it. He got the War Master class, 43%, not gonna be mad about it. He did what he needed to do. Hilda, don't you fail your 50-50 again. I will be mad about that. In fact, you have a 51% chance. It's better than a 50-50. Okay, cool. We got them both. We got them both. You love to see that. Nice. That is very nice. That's very good. Okay. Is there anyone else that I'm using that needed to... did we ever get... We got our homie... The dark one, right? The dark bishop? Yeah. Who else do we use? You're fine. I think everyone's good. I think everyone's set. Yeah? Yes, yes, yes. Yes? Well, I mean... Yeah, you're a special class. You don't need that. Okay. I think we're honestly good to just go. I don't think we need to battle again either. Cyril has War Master, which is so nice. I would love for him to get self-healing. That's the thing that he doesn't have. And that is why I would battle again. However, exploring doesn't make any sense because we don't need any more motivation. And I think I have everyone paired off. I'll double check right now. In fact, no, I'm certain that I have everyone paired off except for the 2. No, I don't. Okay, now everyone has somebody. Except for 2 people. Which kind of sucks. One duo I was setting up. Following the danger, that's fine. I was setting up there. I think we can just seminar, to be completely honest. Because we really don't need to battle. We don't need to do anything. In fact, this is about to be the end of the episode. Alois teaches this. Cyril would come to it. There's a chance that he could get punch level up, which was nice, but I think you need like B punch for soul feeling, which is not going to happen at all. 0% chance.
Still a long way to go.
Cool. And now... Yep. Before announcing a decision, Skylord visited the cemetery. Say your words.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now.
One day,
Last time.
I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
It still hurts to hear it. Someone I love. Okay, well, let me tell you before I end you on the, oh my goodness, who is he gonna pick? To be continued. No. Okay. It is definitely between Petra. Well, I forgot that Sothis and Rhea are both options, as well as no one. It's between Petra, Constance, Shamir, and who else? Was it just you? 3? Are they my floating 3? Maybe Leone? It's between, honestly, Petra, Constance, Shamir, and Yuri. Yuri I still haven't said no to. Because Yuri I have set up with a triple if I don't do the thing either. So, between Petra, Shamir, Yuri, and Constance.